I'm on, no one gets on, cause I won't let nobody mess up and press up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder, damn. Think about it, then you understand. I'm just an addict addicted to music. Maybe it's a habit. I gotta use it, even if it's jazz or the quiet storm. I'll hook a beat up, convert it into hip hop poem, write a rhyme and graffiti in every throw you see me in. Deep conversation, cause I'm no comedian. What's up, y'all? It's Friday, everybody. How y'all doing out there? Doom, doom, just got paid. Doom, doom, Friday night. It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me. I appreciate you guys. Come on in because it's a celebrate good times. Come on, we celebrating right now, you guys. That's right. We are free of strikes. We are free of drama, and we came up with some major solutions. So I had to come up here with the white on and brighten everybody's day to put a smile on your faces because yes, we had a little bit of a hurdle yesterday, but you know, had some good conversations with the people, and after we came to an agreement, we got everything cleared. So we're back here this morning to get everything going and staying positive, everybody. Come on in, come on in. Just so you know, I still want to know if you guys can hear me. So I just kind of be saying that stuff so somebody can let me know. Boogotti, we hear you loud and clear. Come on in, everybody. I hope you guys are good. Let's go. Thank you, Batty. I saw that already. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's go. Let's get it going. Let me get this camera straight over here. I just wanted to make sure we get that intro. Just to let you guys know, there's the first 3-second rule when it comes down to the internet, when it comes down to these shows. Yeah, they don't start pushing you unless you got something going on within the first 3 seconds. That has to do with a lot of that patience right there. And so that means that they've already experimented in those areas. So guess what? Since they've experimented in those areas and that's what they call for, we're going to use their experiment information and run with that. I'm hoping everybody's having a fantastic morning. Yeah, we took care of all of that drama. Sometimes you find solutions. That's why I wish Liberty was here this morning, because I got a good announcement for you guys coming up, and I just want to make sure that you guys know it's time to get it in. Let's get those prayers in the air first of all. I want to make sure everybody's good. Everybody who's here, come on in. Come on in. Let's go ahead and have some smiles. Get some releases going and everything like that. You know how it is. And we're going to thank God for another day to be here on this beautiful planet, on this beautiful earth with each other. And I just want to tell you guys, with the support that you guys give me, I want to tell you thank you as well. And I want to make sure that we get these prayers in the air. I got to pray for every single person that's here. I want to pray for happiness. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for understanding. I want to pray for respect. Let's pray for health. And let's pray for all of our families as well as our animals. I'm praying for Miss Swanza right now, as well as Liberty and Justice. Can't forget about Scooter Ginger and Colessive. What about Jack Wilshana? Okay, who else we got in the building? My brother, Sam Champion. I'm feeling comfortable now. Oh boy, I could act up now. Sam got my back. Luigi's up in here. Who else we got up in here right now? See the smile come on my face? Oh, Batty Lynn is here too. Uh-oh, they still got to watch out. Batty don't play either. Sword of Omen's sister. There you go. Who else we got in the building this morning? Colessa, we praying for Jack Welsh. Can't forget about Miss Kishana, Money Tree, VG, Colessive, all of you guys, Danny, David, Medina. I mean, like when I say you guys' names and I get the chance to really kick it with you guys and really understand how down you are, really respect you guys, and I'm so glad that you guys are here this morning. I want to pray for Angry as well as Mark Dorfman and Jeffrey Spilker, also Tony Wright. Can't forget about Winter Rising, Angels Among Us. Can't forget about Colessive. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman, Winter Rising, Luigi, Miss Juicy, Miss Jackson. A lot of people that I try to remember nowadays, you guys. Can't forget about, let's see, me, Boogotti NYC. That's right, you guys. Money Tree, always got to show you love. Jonathan Burke. Okay, who else? Miss Batty Lynn. Okay, Sam Champion. Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Amen. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Wind it up. We wind it up. Because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here. Let's go for it. Told you. Okay. Don't play. Olay. There we go. There we go. Now it's time to open up those pores on that big old forehead. We got to open up those pores. That's right, you guys. We got to open up those. It's Friday the 10th, y'all. That's right, all 2026. Said I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and chat. And we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. How's everybody doing this morning, this Friday morning? That's right, you guys. I'm talking about July the 10th. We made it here, you guys. We made it to that day. You guys are looking at me like, why does he have a tux on? He wears it sometimes, but it must be a reason. That's right, you guys. Today there is a reason because we're celebrating good times and good people and understanding. How about that? Yes, we had a little incident yesterday where we caught a strike, but guess what? We contacted the individual and they were actually really cool. So after a little bit of negotiations, we were able to clear all of that stuff up, and guess what? We're strike free, we have no drama, we are clean. The other one, you see the other one that we had, that we were working the 90 days, just wanted to let you guys know, that's the real reason why your boys got on the suit. That's right, the 90-day period is definitely over today, July the 10th. That one is already cleared. I go in the back office. We have absolutely no copyright strikes, no community strikes. Gave me an idea. Hey, Boogotti, what? You need to go do deals with everybody that you use their information with. How about that? Just cut them in so that they don't have a problem with you. That's a good idea since this one person did that. So yes, sending out a whole bunch of letters. We've sent out a whole bunch of letters and correspondence to people, doctors, all the people that we actually work with. And we want to know if you guys would like to work with us and let us utilize your information. And guess what? We will share in the percentages of whatever we make on a platform. It's kind of like a little mini licensing deal. This way, if anything ever happens, we've already got to deal with that person and there's be no problem. See what I'm saying? Sometimes you can find solutions out of problems. Sometimes you can definitely do that, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. That's the way you got to do it. Sometimes you just can't just run away from things. You face the issue and you get over it. Not only that, you need to have the system to be able to do that. I know a lot of people that get stressed out, myself in the past, I would have got caught up in something like that and been like, oh my God, it's all over, and just, left it all out there and been stressed out about it. Now we move totally different in this day and age because we have to be practicing what we preach. So the first thing that we did was we took a breath. We thought about it. We looked at what the problem was, and we took a minute to assess. We saw the problems, and then we just started striking down against the problems. And because of that, we use those problems as the solutions. Talk to them about that. Let's get cleared on that. Let's pay them for their content. So that's what we're doing around here now, you guys. We pay for content, whatever we use, and we have a deal with whatever you see, or we make sure that it's actually copyright friendly when they say that we can do comments and narratives and give suggestions or harsh criticisms. That's another thing that we actually can do here. That's why I'm always here talking in front of the videos and saying something about it. So we're good right now, you guys. We took care of the situation. Cost a little bit of dough, but you know what? It's worth it because I get to hang out with you guys, and now we're problem free on that. So what does that mean? It means that it's freaking Friday. It's time to turn up. And it's time to do what? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time, you guys. That's right. I'm going to still stack 5 videos at a time. And you know what we're going to do this morning? I'm going to ask you guys to just stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Also, it would be beautiful to see you guys staying on topic and staying on point with whatever we're talking about. That would be really good because it just makes so much better when it comes down to the content and the dialect, when it comes down to the chat. And the chat doesn't stop here. We also have a Discord. So if you're not a member of the AR Bottom Line Discord, what are you waiting for? And if you're just now walking in, yes, you don't have to wait to hit that like button. Go ahead and double tap that screen to get that like up. It's Friday and it's free, even to subscribe. We're working on going to 74,000 subscribers. And all we need is 500 more to make that happen. We probably can do that today. But it's time to get into it. It's time to really do our thing, you guys. It's time to get to work. You guys see what's up there. Oil prices back up. Seems like it's happening. Hell with the small talk and the thumbnails and all of that. Let's get to it. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. This is Our Bottom Line. And you know what I'm about to say right now. Let's get into this title. That's only one. Yeah. Oil prices back up. Got a question for you guys. You see it in the polls right there. You guys see it right now. What do you think about the question that you see in the poll right there, you guys? Do you see the question in the poll? Do you guys see that question in the poll that I've got there for you? Let me know how you feel about these gas prices right now, and let me know if you think that they're gonna go back down anytime soon. Anyway, let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because what do we have to do? You guys gotta get your tea, get your water, and your 55 coffee hours from Lisa Roy. You know what it's time to do? It's time to get to work. Let's go, you guys, let's go. Let me make sure we get this audio going here. Happy Friday, you guys. And yes, I just saw those gifts of memberships go up. Come on, you guys, show some love. Those are memberships right there. Thank you so much for showing love on the memberships. Appreciate you guys. Let's keep going. Let's do what we got to do. Let's get into it and see what the president has to say this morning. And let's get into it right now.
Last month you said Iranian leaders were very rational people, nice people to deal with, strong people, smart people. Today you said they were scum, sick people, and being led by sick people. What changed, and do you think
I got to know them. So I've said that about a lot. Now, when you say rational, I think they're much more rational than level 1, level 2. Level 1 is gone, level 2 is gone. This is level 3. I think they are more rational, but based on their actions over the last week or two, they're not doing a service to the people. And I think more than anything else is I got to know them, and I'm not sure I want to make a deal with them. We can play games, but I'm not sure I want to make a deal. I just finished the job. Yeah, please go ahead.
Should have did that from the first place, you guys, because it wouldn't have lingered on this long. But we don't want the responsibility of having to take over certain things. Not only that, you want to try to give a little bit of leniency when you're thinking about and considering the people. But I guess that's where they're at right now with it, you guys. They're not talking about the leniency anymore. And right now, the 60-day peace treaty is no longer. That's right.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Steve Sedgwick from CNBC. The oil markets are up today, around about 7% for WTI and Brent as well. The world is taking you at your word, sir, that the MOU is over, that the ceasefire is over. What happens next, sir? Are we on the cusp of a full-scale return to full conflict?
Well, I'll tell you what happens next. We're never going to see Iran have a nuclear weapon, because that's much more important than the numbers you're talking about. The prices of oil are dropping like a rock. Now they'll be up a little bit, and this will end very quickly. We have an oil glut right now because we got all those boats out of the strait, and it's going to drop, and I predicted everything.
So that means we might have another ripple since we got this one that's clogging everything up again. So I'm saying, I get what you're saying about them coming out right now, but that means we could actually have a ripple coming up, because if it happens like that, what happens to the next time that they start stopping everything from going through? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Yes, this is going to affect those gas prices. Come on in, you guys. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's talk about these surging prices as stocks fall as Trump says the ceasefire is over. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
And this new escalation with Iran also taking a toll on oil and gas prices, as well as Wall Street. Here to break it all down for us is NBC's chief business correspondent, Christine Romans. Christine, nice to see you, as always. We had seen oil and gas prices coming down over the last few weeks. Where do things stand right now, and where do you get a sense, with your spidey sense, of where this is going?
There had been a real improvement in oil and gas prices. You've probably seen it if you've gone to the pump, but overnight we saw gas prices jump 5 cents. So you've seen a reversal of that progress because
there we go, 384 today. Recent peak was to $4.56, and then before the Iran war, it was $2.98. They're predicting it's going to go back up to $4. Guess what I'm predicting? That if you guys can get these numbers up on those likes to 300, I'll be able to send you guys 3 of these keychains right here, which are our bottom line keychains, as well as this decal right here will go out as well. So we got 6 of the decals going out, and there will be 6 of these our bottom line keychains. All you guys got to do is double tap that screen to get those likes up. It gets many more people over here. Why? YouTube sees the action. Hey, what's going on over there with all of those likes? Sends more people over here. That helps to get the channel health going back up again, and that's what we're focused on. Not trying to get any vanity or anything like that, but if you'd like, you can subscribe as well. That's also free. Let's keep on going.
the president says the ceasefire is over, the memorandum of understanding toward peace talks is dead, and these new strikes in Iran has brought this conflict back to the beginning, essentially. Remember, this started way back in February. You saw gas prices jump as high as $4.50, and Patrick DeHaan over at Gas Buddy tells us, if you don't have real progress here and you don't have more ships moving through the Strait of Hormuz, there are some, but not even close to what it was before the war, you're going to have a problem with gas prices in the near term. You could see us moving back toward $4 a gallon here pretty soon.
There you guys. What was that, 6 months? Let me see. What was that? What did they say? March, April, May, June, July. That was 6 months. That's why I said the ripple effect. You guys understand now. It takes time to load up those tankers. It takes time for them to actually get to where they got to drop off. It takes time to unload. Then they got to get ready again and come on back. And that's per ship going back and forth, you guys. So to try to supply the world like that with all of these rifts and ripples going on, it's going to be crazy. Let's keep on going, you guys. Go ahead, hit me with the prices. I know what you were going to do. I see Jack Welshins over there already telling us it's $3.29 in West Virginia. Do me a favor, Jack. Let's see. Today's Friday. What was the price on Monday? Give me that right there. Let me know what the price was on Monday. Not this Monday, of course, but what was the price last Monday in Virginia? Like, what did you pay last week? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got one more of these reports to give you guys an understanding of what was happening, because there were waves when this was going on. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up, y'all. Let's go.
Beginning this morning in the Middle East, as the military carries out a second night of airstrikes against Iran.
Greg Palcott joins us live from London with the latest on Iran. Greg.
Lawrence Bryan gang.
Okay, so we've got, who's that right there? He said, I filled up in Albany, Oregon for $3.89, but it's more everywhere else, says Brad Pitbull. Okay, every 3 days it goes up. Damn, Juicy. Look at that. Juicy Juice says every 3 days. It's jumping up at least 25 cents. Dilly says that.
President Trump promised it, and the U.S. military delivered. Another night of airstrikes against Iran. CENTCOM saying some 90 sites were hit, including port cities along the Persian Gulf Coast, an airport, and bridges further inland. The second night in a row of U.S. targeting.
Angry.
And that was followed.
That might as well be $4 right there. They playing with us. That $3.99, that might as well be $4 already. Sam Champion, there we go. There we go. What we got over here with Sam Champion says, please hit that like button. It really helps put something in the algorithm and get new people in here so they can see what we're seeing. That's right, you guys. And also it helps out for us to get more people together and understand that we're not just a news channel. We are family. That's right, you guys. That's right. Y'all know how y'all get busy in that chat, but I got to get you guys more information. Yeah, this gas prices are pretty crazy right now. Let me see what else is going on over here. I think that's enough for this. I think we got a tour that's coming up that's pretty crazy. What's going on with this? Oh, yeah, one more. Let's go. We got another. This is probably what started everything. Yeah, this is what started everything, because this is when they launches these new waves. This is what happened actually as in retaliation to what happened exactly when we were supposed to be on peace accord. That's when we were supposed to be celebrating the independence of the United States of America, and they were supposed to be in mourning for their Ayatollah Khomeini. Let's keep on going, you guys. So this is what kind of started it.
Well, it has been another night of attacks and counterattacks with Iran. The U.S. launched
100 attacks on Iran. So, man, you hit us 1 or 2 times, we came back 100-fold on you.
a new wave of airstrikes, even larger than the night before, and Iran has lashed out at its neighbors. Douglas Aders in Washington this morning with the very latest developments in the Middle East. Good morning, Doug.
336 last week, says Jeffrey Spilker. That's almost like 10 cents a day.
Doug.
Hey, good morning. The president says he's not sure if this will be a return to all-out conflict with Iran, but the U.S. military is expanding its attacks. Whoa. In Iran, one explosion after another. A second wave of U.S. airstrikes.
We just hit them very hard, and I say we hit them 20 to 1. Every time they hit us, we're going to hit them 20.
President Trump on board Air
He said, for every time you hit us, we're going to hit you 20 times. Damn.
Force One headed home from the NATO summit in Turkey.
As far as I'm concerned, it's over.
He had announced there that the ceasefire was effectively over after Iran had repeatedly targeted ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
If they interfere again, we're going to begin to escalate and accelerate military operations, and it may likely lead to full major combat operations.
And now they're saying that all of the leaders better not sleep above ground. You know what that means. They better not sleep above ground.
At some point.
And Iran has responded to the strikes by launching attacks on Kuwait, Bahrain, and Qatar. Back home, Democrats have criticized the president's strategy from day one.
That was stupid, costly, and now he doesn't know how to get out of it.
The president, meantime, left Turkey on one of his old planes, switching to the new one in the UK. The New York Times reports that may have been due to security concerns because the new plane may not be fully outfitted yet with defensive systems.
Gotcha. Let's keep on moving forward and double tap that screen and get those likes up. You know you got to fly the right way in the air. Got to make sure you got all of that aversion tactics and stuff over there that Air Force One has, just in case they want to send something up. Diversion tactics. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. You know what we got to do. Let's get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York, New York. And if you guys can remember that tour bus driver that caused that big accident, locked up, and I don't think he's getting out. Watch your head. We got some updates on this information right here where he pled guilty in an all-out fatal crash on the thruway. You guys remember this? The big white one, the big white bus that I was telling you about that reminded me of the China bus?
Now to the tour bus driver charged in a fatal crash along the thruway in Genesee County last summer. Awaiting sentencing. 56-year-old Ben Shao pleaded guilty to 5 counts of criminally negligent homicide late this afternoon. Shao was arrested earlier this year and was also charged with manslaughter. 13 Wham's Daniel Finkelstein is back from Genesee County Court with more on the plea agreement tonight. Daniel.
Karen, by pleading guilty to the lesser charge, I'm told the 5 counts of manslaughter were dismissed. Ben Shao was very emotional in court, and his attorney tells me his client lives with deep regret and is overwhelmed with remorse. Nearly 1 year after a deadly tour bus crash on the New York State Thruway in Genesee County, a plea offer has been accepted.
I'm satisfied that he took responsibility.
The driver of that bus, 56-year-old Ben Shao, pleaded guilty to 5 counts of criminally negligent homicide on Monday.
He's not well, to be honest with you. He is extraordinarily distraught over this.
Last August, Shao was driving more than 50 people from Niagara Falls to the New York City area when the bus overturned in Pembroke. 5 people were killed and dozens were injured.
There's a tremendous amount of risk going to trial in any case. And in this case, I feel that given the number of people who lost their lives and the way it affected the community and all of the people who were injured, that it wasn't going to be a situation where you had a great amount to gain.
According to a recent NTSB report, Shao told investigators a water bottle rolled up from the back of the bus and hit his foot, which impacted his driving. He said he bent over to pick up the bottle and threw it away, but it bounced off a trash bin and came rolling back.
This is the one that we was talking about when you guys said, what's the name of that movie, Final Destination?
When he went to throw it away again, Shao told investigators that's when he lost control of the bus.
Unfortunately, he's you know, but operating a very large vehicle with a lot of people on it. I think it was just a water bottle, innocently enough, just trying to get a taste of water in the middle of August. I don't know what else to say in terms of what caused it, except that it's just tremendous, tremendous tragedy.
Prosecutors say in that moment, Chow abandoned his duties as a bus driver.
Nothing will bring back their loved ones, but this individual taking responsibility and suffering a consequence when he comes back for sentencing should bring them some closure, and I hope it does.
Now, I want to see what the sentence is going to be in this situation, in that case, you guys, yeah, because we don't want to just hear about pleading guilty. We want to actually see what's going on. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen and get those likes up. What's up, Money Tree, Fish Sticks, Jack? What's up, Colessive? How you over there? How y'all doing this morning, all y'all? Who's that, Brad Schuler? How you guys doing? Have you double tapped that screen and got those likes up already? See a lot of new gloves up in here. What's up, you guys? Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. We got a lot to do. And also, you know what I want to say? Give me all the money in your pockets. Nah, I don't do that. But what I would appreciate is if you go ahead and pick up that phone and just go ahead and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Also, you know what you can do? Y'all know what I'm about to get on over here, right? Yes, it's Friday. You can definitely double tap that Cash App. Send your boy, put 5 on it. Go ahead and hit up that Cash App. It's Boogotti Cash. BOOGOTTI Cash. We'd rather do that than deal with them because you know they want a cut of everything that they come through there. You send me 10, they gonna take 3. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to the Strait of Hormuz. I want you guys to see what's going on with this the situation on this missing cargo plane that's out there, you guys. Remember this cargo plane situation right here from K2 Airways?
The first pieces recovered from a massive cargo jet that crashed into the ocean. Emergency teams are searching for the 5 crew members that are still missing tonight. Tom Costello joins us now. And Tom, what more are we learning about what happened here?
Well, the only clues come from the Pakistani authorities, who say the pilots reported a problem with their navigational system before controllers lost radar and radio contact. Flight radar 24 shows the plane flying at 34,000 feet when it suddenly dropped 5,000 feet, then climbed 6,000 feet before a very steep descent and final crashing into the Arabian Sea. This was a Boeing 737. It had flown over the Strait of Hormuz. A U.S. source says there is no indication that hostile action brought the plane down, and it looks more like a mechanical failure.
Yeah, are you sure? Because they might not want to talk about it. They like, yo, anything going in the water or overhead. We talking about any direction. How do we know this? Let's make sure. I got to look into this a little bit more. Sounds a little bit sus. Let's keep on going.
Investigators hope to recover the black boxes. To learn more, the U.S. NTSB and the FAA will assist in this investigation. Boeing and GE, which makes the plane's engines, are also standing by, Tom.
Yeah, that sounds a little fishy right there to me. Happened to be flying over the Strait of Hormuz during the weekend where they were boom, boom, and I don't know about that, you guys. Again, thank you so much. Who's that right there getting in it? Go ahead, getting in it. We appreciate you. Matter of fact, I might give away some memberships in a little while myself. I'm feeling a little bit happy today because we're celebrating you guys. And can you guys show some love to getting in it? You know what I'm saying? Show some love to getting in it. You guys stick around. We might send out some gloves. And in order to get the gloves, you actually have to be here. Commenting, letting people know that you're here, getting engaged. That's the way you become a member if you're not going to go get it yourself. When you see those gifts go out, I want a glove. You got to hang out. You got to be here and you got to actually engage. Can't just sit around. You know what else you got to do? You got to double tap that screen to get those likes up, because what that's going to do is get us up to 300. That's our goal for today. What's going to happen when you reach that goal? I'm going to be sending out 6-hour bottom line keychains, you guys. That's right. Also 6 of these decals right here. So that's 6 pieces right here. How you get them? All you got to do is email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Tell me where you want me to send them to, and 12 people, 6 and 6, I'll send them right to you. There we go, you guys. But we gotta reach that 300 mark. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Let's keep on moving forward on this one. What we got over here? Oh, it's time to get into some breaking information from Erica Kirk. I actually like the direction that she's going in when it comes down to transparency. It seems a lot like Luigi. Tyler Robinson has a lot to say when it comes down to, oh, we want to be defended like this. We don't want the camera showing our mouths. Things like that. Okay, so how about now that the defense has said what they like, how about some of the things that the prosecution and the family of the victim would like? Things like, how about we let this whole thing go public? Can we bring all of the information out publicly? because we haven't even seen a lot of this information. Thereby, when you come out and you bring it to us, it's pretty shocking. So how about you just give us all of this information so that it's not so surprising once people start taking a stance? Do you guys agree with that? Let me know what you think about that. Do you think that they should be a little more transparent when it comes down to the information that's out there, at least to the family, before surprising them when people pop up on the stand, telling them how things went down, graphic accounts? Of course you're gonna wanna stand up and walk out when you hear these things out of nowhere. But if they've been provided to you earlier, you'd probably not feel that way once you hear them again. What do you guys think? Do you think you'd rather hear something about what you may something first, or be surprised about it? I think I'd rather hear about it first, you guys. So if you rather hear about some bad information, especially when you're in court about a case you're about to hear about, would you like to hear about it, probably know a little bit about it, get the information, maybe in a script or a brief, so that you can read over it before you find out about it? Or if you'd rather just go in there any kind of way, hey, just let me get it whenever you guys gonna give it to me, however you guys feel like I should get the information, just give it to me, or the way that they're doing it now. Give me a thumbs down, either or. I'll read your comments as well. Let's get into it, you guys, let's go. But I need to see it in a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you'd rather hear it first, yeah. If you don't mind about how they give it to you, thumbs down. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's get into this one over here with Erica Kirk and what she's demanding.
Months ago, Erica Kirk's legal team announcing a new court motion demanding all evidence be made public, arguing, quote, at certain points throughout the preliminary hearing, the Kirk family sat in the room while evidence was admitted but not presented for their viewing. They were present in body, yet denied the very thing their presence was.
Okay, Jelena,
here.
thank you for staying on topic.
Meaningfully observed the preliminary hearing in the absence of transparency, speculation, and conspiracy theories related to the tragic assassination of Mr. Kirk will continue to proliferate in the public domain, breeding doubt and distrust in the judicial system. Now, this comes just hours before the court is expected to hear redacted audio testimony from the ex-roommate of the suspect accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk.
Also want to pray for Miss Keisha. She's listening to the show and she'll be getting ready to go to her cousin's funeral this morning. Just want to pray for you, your family, everybody that's going out today. I want to pray for strength. I want to pray for togetherness. I want to pray for calm for you today, Miss Keisha. And I feel so bad about the fact that your cousin lost his or her life. And just want to make sure that you understand that. And yeah, rest well, cuz. And thank you so much for sharing the time that you do have with us today, Miss Keisha. And just know that we're here with you. We family over here. Thanks for letting us know what's going on, because we got you. We appreciate you so much. And we're there with you. Love you. Thank you. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Fox News contributor and criminal defense attorney Donna Rotuno joins us now. She's been outside the courtroom, inside the courtroom this entire week. Donna, can you explain to our audience what rights victims have in hearings like this?
Everybody show Teddy some love. I
Sure.
appreciate
Hi,
you
Lawrence. Good
too,
morning.
brother.
So victims do have rights, and the state of Utah has a specific statute that allows for victims' rights. So they list numerous things: right to a speedy trial, right to a fair process, right to be informed. This filing shows the frustration that Erica Kirk and the family of Charlie Kirk are dealing with. They have an entire legal team here that is saying to the court, look, Your Honor, you are allowing pieces of evidence in for your consideration, but you are not allowing us, the family, the public, to see what those things are. And this puts the judge in a very difficult position, because remember, Lawrence, there's not a jury in this courtroom. This is a preliminary hearing. And without a jury to hear what's going on, there's nothing to shield the finder of fact from. Sometimes the judge rules, look, this is not information that is relevant to a jury, it is not admissible, and therefore they're not going to hear it. In this case, the judge is taking everything he hears into consideration, and he's making that determination. And normally, those things are not shut off to the public. And so this is a little bit of a different situation. And the defense is saying, I don't want these things to possibly taint a future jury pool. But Erica Kirk is saying, I'm sitting in this courtroom, and every time I walk out the door, I am being just bombarded by conspiracy theories. I mean, Lawrence, all of us see it in our own social media.
100%.
People are out there with these ideas, right? They're out there.
They had me thinking that she already had a new man, a new boyfriend, doing all types of stuff, man. The social media had you thinking some crazy stuff, you guys. And I'm so sorry about that again, Miss Keisha. 41 years old with 7 kids. One thing I got to tell you, he left his mark out here, and God bless them, to each and every one of them. May they feel loved and cherished today, and may they have as much support as they needed in this time as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This is bananas right here, though. I can't believe this Charlie Kirk situation. And I think that what she's saying is actually correct. I think that she should be able to get this information before she's being bombarded by people or sitting there and then they start to have these witness accounts. This information should be told. Yesterday, they had the detective actually sit on a stand and describe what he saw. She was sitting right there. So that's what I'm talking about. Can we get me a transcription of this stuff? Because I know you got it somewhere. And I think she's right about that. You guys are right. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen. Let's get wait a minute. No offense, but you look like an Atlanta scammer. Nah, no, I'm not. I'm over here working and doing what I got to do. Andrew, now you put yourself on radar. Damn, man, you shouldn't have did that, buddy, because we don't do nothing about no scamming over here. But if you're cool, you might be able to hang out. But I'm gonna tell you, you're playing around with people like Lancelot and other ones that's in here. You lucky Lara didn't see that. Lara Croft would have seen that. You would have been somewhere in the tomb by yourself. Let me keep on moving forward, you guys, because I don't do none of that, bro. If anything, I look out for people. We different over here. We family for real. Now we're going to get back over to New York. I got to do it when it's the Bronx. And if I can make it there, I'll make it boom, boom. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York. New York, the new version. Let's keep on going, you guys, because now we got this Foolio, Anthony Robinson, who's been wanted for multiple R words. We're hoping that we can get him locked up, and I don't want him getting out. And for this one, so sorry, you guys, there is no watch your head. There's this. We want to hear the on this one. Hey, call me what you want, you guys. There is no watch your head. We want to hear the thump. For the R word on that many women? Oh yeah, we want to hit his head right on the side of the God. You know what I'm talking about when I say that, but I can't say what I want to say when I'm saying it.
At home, police are asking for your help finding a man wanted for multiple rapes in the Bronx. Authorities say Anthony Robinson raped a 30-year-old woman back in November and a 22-year-old woman just a few months ago. And
please see his face. I understand that they're talking and they're telling you what's going on, but you might have seen this Foolio somewhere. And the amount of things that he's doing right now, I think this is when we need the community to step in for Foolios and pieces of crap like this right here. What's his name again? Anthony Robinson. He's wanted for multiple R words in the Bronx, you guys. That's what. Just to let you guys know. Yeah, how you said that, Jelena? We know. Good times, JJ style. I love you, Jelena, no doubt. Now, we a good family over here. Scooter, there you go. Scooter stepped up. He ready to go with the wood chills nipper on slow speed, feet first. I got you. Yeah, let's go. Looking like loaded Lux? Nah, I look better than Lux, man. Come on, Lux don't got no smile like this. It's joint to be over here. He ain't got no Dome Alone like this neither. This is a Mac Tonight head. Look at this. See this right here? You kidding me? He got the whole world. Y'all say the rest in his head, but we ain't doing no jokes right now. We're looking at this fool right here.
May. Both happened late at night near Bowler Avenue and Tillotson Avenue in the Eastchester section. If you know where he is, police are asking you to come forward.
Yeah, again, Anthony Robinson in the Bronx, you guys.
It's in the Bronx. Authorities say Anthony Robinson raped a 30-year-old woman back in November.
Yeah, and another thing, how come these things ain't being reported? Oh, all of a sudden, what's going on, Tish? Throw up face neck?
And a 22-year-old woman.
I'm sorry, neck face? Let's keep on going, you guys. Yeah, Anthony, you guys, Robinson. Anybody know this fool? Anybody can drop a dizime on him? I don't care. Snitch, tell, call the police. Do what you got to do. He don't deserve to be out here. Well, that could be anybody's parent, sister, uncle. And if you catch him on your own, I ain't got nothing to say about that. I don't see nothing about it. There you go. Let's keep on going, you guys. Trump administration, the Doge agency. Do you believe that they're shutting down Doge? And from the numbers that they're talking about, it seems like they didn't make their goal. They were going for about 450, I think, $billion or something like that. And I guess ever since, Elon left, they weren't able to really reach a goal. So let's keep on going, you guys. Let's check this situation out over here. I mean, I think Doge was good for what it was for. And it launched a couple of other things that really helped out, i.e. when it comes down to what the government is doing right now and chasing fraud, when it comes down to illegal medical and all of this stuff that's going on with these hospices and all of that. It actually engaged that. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Right, the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as DOGE, dominated headlines last year as it carried out widespread cuts to federal spending. DOGE officially shut down July 4th. The agency, initially led by Elon Musk, canceled billions in contracts and spearheaded tens of thousands of job cuts over the last 18 months. Well, CBS News correspondent Chanel Cole joins me now to look at the agency's legacy and impact.
Yeah, you're right about that, because I'm glad you said that. Ronald's been paying attention. There you go, Ronald. He says that federal rogue judges have been blocking Doge, and you're right about that. They were being fought every inch of the way. We can still say it open, knock the hell is, okay, got you. What else you got? Okay, Colessive, enjoy the show. Double tap that screen button. Loving the show? Subscribe and become a member. 6 a.m. daily, right here on YouTube, you guys. This is our bottom line, not my bottom line, our bottom line. So stop saying, I love your show. This is not my show. This is our show. I can't do this by myself. Let's go, guys, let's go. I think they did really well. I just did not know that they underperformed for their own goal when it comes down to Doge.
Good morning, Chanel. So what did it do and what didn't it do?
Okay, well, hey, good morning, Errol. So when Doge started, Elon Musk actually claimed the agency would aim to cut $2 trillion out of the $7 trillion federal budget. 18 months later, the final total ended up being just $215 billion. That's according to Doge, though the actual total might be significantly lower. Now, a Politico analysis of U.S. spending data conducted last August found the contracts canceled by Doge only ended up recovering $1.4 billion and reducing future spending by $14 billion. So not the $145 billion the agency claimed at the time.
That's what they were going for. They were actually going for a $1.45 billion mark, but they didn't make it, you guys. Let's go. We got another situation over here with this Maryland bus. Oh my God, you guys, this is a sad situation over here because it just went haywire. Same sort of situation like we started with earlier. But you know what I want to say to you guys? Congratulations, and let's celebrate. That's right, you guys. We made it. We're clean over here. Crystal clean. Had a little bit of issues coming up, but you know what? We realized if you can't beat them, sometimes you got to join them. So you know what we did? We started partnering up with all of the people that you guys see. You know what? Instead of running and and being scared about it, how about this? If we use it, we'll go ahead and give you a cut, and no matter what comes out of it, they're going for it, and it actually worked out, you guys. So yes, we were able to get that little lifted right yesterday. Like I said, you guys, got a little bit of deal going on with that. Had to put a little bit of efforts in it. You guys know what I'm talking about. But as long as we were able to wipe it off and we're free, nothing but all green, I am so happy over here. And that's why we're celebrating. Also, the other 90 days, that's gone as well. So again, we're clean and free, and now we're making deals. So anytime, anybody you see we play up there, we've already talked to them and got it cleared. So I'm good. Now we got to keep on moving forward to this situation in Baltimore. Where you at, Miss Wanza? I know you probably heard about this, where over 30 people are injured after this crazy bus situation happened, and where it crashes into multiple cars in a building outside in Baltimore. Let's open the screen first and check this out. And there you go. Somebody said they knew it wouldn't get up that high. That's why they made the empty promises of giving the public a check. That's a good observation possibility there. You can't not, but you can't put nothing past anybody anymore, you guys. You just can't. And you got to listen to everybody's objective, whether how crazy you think it is or whether how real you think it is. Because a few years ago, there was a security guard that sat down and said, Cassie and Puffy used to pay me to blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, he wasn't lying. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Over here, we got the situation where more than 30 people were injured Wednesday when a public bus crashed into a building outside in Baltimore. All I can say is I'm going to keep you guys up to date if there's any injuries. Now, the county officials said that numerous civilians' vehicles were involved in the crash, including one that overturned, of course, probably because of the impact and the force of that bus. Why your boy look like Manny Fresh? Anybody know hip-hop? Anybody know hip-hop? Why your boy right there look like Manny Fresh? Gator boots and Gucci shoes, cause I'm so fly. Okay, y'all, double tap that screen and get those likes up. That's right, you guys, it's Friday. Yeah, why my hands like this? Because even though I made a joke, we still got to make a prayer for all of the people that may have been involved and all of the people that got hurt here. We can't play around with that. We want to ask Lord our Father for a 100% recovery if anyone got harmed in this situation here. That's what we do over here, Our Bottom Line. We pray. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. That's right. We prayer warriors over here, you guys. I ain't getting nothing for free. And how they say it, I'm still living off the prayers of my grandmother. You know how that goes sometimes, right? 218 away from 300. Wow, that is crack. You serious? That's bad right there. We doing that bad over there? I've never even thought about nothing like that. Wait a minute. I'm over here looking at the numbers myself. 82? Wait, we got 80 likes. Oh my God. And how many people looking? Oh man, that is terrible right there. But hey, guess we got to do what we got to do this morning, guys. Be on our way back. We got to work. We got to work. And you know what we said the other day? Before you get to the results, sometimes you got to climb the mountain. Let's keep on going forward. Hey, thanks for letting me know about that, Vincenta. Whether it's very depressing to know that, but still got to keep on moving forward. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a veteran news anchor that says she was scammed out of her life savings. And you guys, be careful about things like this because it almost happened to me. You know, I was telling you guys one day about checks, rental checks that you send in. So I paid my rent with a check. Next thing you know, the management hit me up like, hey, we never received any money from you. I'm like, what? I know I paid my rent. I go look at the copy of the check. It's paid out to some individual in Virginia. And that means that my check got stolen in the mail. Probably most likely from the post office because that's what I've been hearing about this specific post office in my neighborhood. So that's when I started to realize it can happen to anybody. That's why I'm trying to show you something, you guys. You got to always be diligent, and make sure you're paying attention to these scammers, you guys. And if you have any of those apps like Robinhood or whatever where you invest in your money, always expect them to come up with another scheme.
Anchor, she covered stories about all kinds of scams. That's why she's still in shock that she fell for one herself. Now she's telling Inside Edition if she can be fooled by a phone scammer, anyone can.
Tensions are only getting higher. This veteran news anchor is going public after she says she was scammed out of her life savings. How does it feel when you spend so much time reporting on the news to find yourself the victim?
Heartbreaking. You never think it's going to happen to you.
Developing this midday. Alex Delgado delivered the news at KSEE in Fresno for 22 years. After she retired, she put her years of hard-earned cash into a mobile banking and investment app, Robinhood. Everything was going fine, but then came an alarming text.
I got a text from Robinhood saying that there was suspicious activity on my account to please call this number. So I did, and when they answered as if it was Robinhood. This is the fraud department.
But it turns out the text wasn't from Robinhood at all. Instead, she says it was a scammer who, over the course of 2 days, gained her trust and convinced her to transfer her entire account.
I felt like I could trust this person on the phone, and he said, there's someone trying to hack into your account right now, so what we need to do is transfer this money over to another account, another app, and we will conduct the investigation while this all happens.
Look who said that, Robin Hood. Who said that? Jack Welshana says, wow, Robin Hood steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Wow, you guys. There you go. Teddy done gave up some memberships right there. I ain't feeling too much I'm not too much in the love of giving out no memberships right now with them cracked out looking numbers over there. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I guess you guys don't want no merch. I guess we ain't going to be giving out none of these today because we're definitely not going to make it up to 300 likes. We were going to be giving out 6 and 6. Sorry, that's not going to happen, you guys. So we got to just keep on moving forward. Thank you so much, Teddy. Let's keep on forward. Let's keep moving forward. And never trust the phone call. Look at that like poison. You can't trust a big butt and a smile. You know what I mean? If I ain't in the bank with you, I'm not going to trust it. I don't care, and especially if they got a foreign accent. Any kind of foreign accent on the phone, you can forget about it. Call me racist.
She says she transferred $72,000. How did that feel when you realized you'd been taken?
Oh, it felt like, well, a punch in the gut.
Now the news veteran wants others to learn from her very big mistake. So the first thing is, if you're told to call a number.
Yes, I do understand that Robin Hood takes from the rich and gives to the poor, Tony, right? I know that. I know that.
You should probably look up the number yourself, right?
100%. Yes, that was my first mistake. I did not look up the number, I didn't Google the number, and I didn't call Robin Hood myself.
It's estimated Americans receive about 2.5 billion robocalls each month.
They try to hit my joint all the time with this. They got this one going on right now with this stupid package. They're talking about they're trying to deliver a package, but they need me to go on an app and do all of this crazy stuff. Man, I'm not block. Get up out of here. Talking about a package. You get that USPS crazy thing too? Look at that, 72K can't be her life savings. Hey man, you never know, Vincenzo. Maybe it's real in the field. Maybe she's been taking care of the family members and that's what she got. That's all she got left is the savings. Don't answer anything. Morning chat. She has the chance to go through all of the emotions. She's too calm. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. Yeah, let's keep on going, you guys. I just want you guys to see what's going on with this. How about this other crazy situation? These are the scrap metal bandits. And I mean it. Why would you go after scrap metal? I can't call it. If I did, I'd probably spoil it. Let's get on over to Atlanta, you guys. We got the mom that held the man at point while her daughter was outside stealing the AC unit for scrap metal parts. Now, you know, they must be real broke around that neighborhood. How the hell she know how to get that thing out of there? Check this out.
Daughter are in jail. They're accused of robbing a man at gunpoint inside his own house, all while stripping his air conditioning unit for scrap metal. Channel 2's Michael Sided, live now in Southeast Atlanta. So, Michael, police say the victim grabbed a hammer to fight back after coming face to face with an armed intruder.
Yeah, George, just a wild story here. We know that this victim had just moved into his rental property. He was waiting for the...
She came in there with the whammy out. He said, okay, doom, 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 can't touch this. Boom! Yep, got him up out of there, sent them running up out of there, boy. And they still got locked up and they ain't getting out no time soon. Watch your head. Boop! That's right, you guys. He hit him with the hammer time. Yep, watch this.
City to come over and turn on his water. That's when he found himself staring down the barrel of a gun. But as police said, he actually had a hammer and he was able to fight them off. This is what's left of the home's air conditioning unit. Atlanta police say it was ripped apart in the middle of the day while a 35-year-old man was being held at gunpoint inside his new home. APD says the victim had just moved into the house on Meadow Way and was waiting for Atlanta Public Works when he heard footsteps. According to court documents, he looked up and found a stranger standing in his hallway. Police said 48-year-old Shanika Batista pointed a handgun at him and said, quote, "Don't move." Investigators say the victim grabbed the hammer and chased Batista outside where he found her daughter, 33-year-old Alexis Avery, stripping his HVAC unit. Police...
Look like her name is Kenny. What the hell is she doing out? She look like she can get a AC unit out of somewhere. Looking like her name is Kenny, y'all. Wait a minute, crackheads doing crackhead things. What kind of baby hammer was he holding? That must have been his example. You know what I'm talking about, Sam. That ain't no carpenter hammer right there. Because I used to walk with two of those. He was cool and then shit got heated. Yeah, he was cool and then shit got heated. I like that, Brian King Falcone. I don't get. Don't worry about it, Angry B. It's not them. It's not them. And I got to put the blame where it's supposed to be. They both look like drug heads. I got crooks on my family. I know what they do. Crackheads need a trade. Scrappy works, machines hit. Yeah, some of these platforms out here, they got their own connections going on where they don't want nobody using niche. And if you don't pay them, they just be on some stuff about it. So they sent me an email like, yo, bro, check this out. We really went over there to that island and did what we had to do. So we gonna need a little bit of bread for that. I said, for real? They was like, yeah, we need to get 5 on it. I said, how about if I give y'all 3 on, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, okay, next thing you know, I seen the cash app come through, I paid it, and then they said, pling, it's gone. And that's how that happened. That's what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm leaving that alone. And now you see the video back up. I can use any part of it, go back to it, use references, and now we got to deal with them. I have an actual deal with them. And I got to be honest with you, sometimes you got to get a slap on the wrist in order to understand how to deal with things. Now let's get back to Crackheader and Crackheady.
Say the two struggled before Avery hit the victim in the head with a pair of bolt cutters, and both women ran away. But before they got away, the victim pulled out his cell phone and recorded their SUV leaving the neighborhood. Police say that video helped them identify the license plate and track the suspects to a scrap metal facility.
Now you mean to tell me they got the deal going on with the scrap metal facility? Like, you serious? Like, they out here just doing this, huh? Thanks for letting us know. This is where they found him at, y'all.
Stolen HVAC parts had just been sold.
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a dead end. You know, it's only us right here.
So you got to understand something, Collective. Y'all, I told y'all last week my sister's AC unit was stolen. Check this out. Check it out. I was wondering, what the hell is that gate doing on top of the AC unit? And I just got a regular mind myself, because when I lived in certain places, it was just the AC unit. That's it. The condenser or the whatever's next to it or whatever, the oil tank. I've never seen a cage on a damn AC unit. Can you imagine you in the house and you just chilling? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. You're on your couch, you know what I'm saying? You just chilling, it's all cool in the crib. And the next thing you know, you wake up about an hour later, it's all hot. Like, what the hell going on here? You go test the thermostat, nothing happened. Go outside like, and it's gone. Man, listen, I'll be heated about that myself. Let's see what's going on with this right here. Let's get back a little bit over here. I want to see this real quick and see how they found these people again real quick.
The victim in the head with a pair of bolt cutters, and both women ran away. But before they got away, the victim pulled out his cell phone and recorded their SUV leaving the neighborhood. Police say that video helped them identify the license plate and track the suspects to a scrap metal facility where the stolen HVAC parts had just been sold.
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a dead end. You know, it's only us right here. So it's like, to come back here, you gotta be looking for something.
We spoke with next door neighbor Jamal Thornton, who says he had no idea what happened until we told him.
If that's happening next door, then it's time for me to go.
Yeah, late this afternoon, had a chance to text with the victim. He declined to comment on camera, but he is doing much better. Obviously, though, very shaken by what happened. We're live in Southeast Atlanta. Michael Side, Chip.
Oh boy, be careful in Southeast Atlanta. If you're planning on moving over there, you better have a cage. Yeah, you're gonna need a cage for your AC unit. Just keep on moving forward, you guys, because now animal control is on another level. She said, I hid in my car and I waited because I could not let this happen anymore. You guys, the cat lovers out there, your animal lovers, hate to bring this story up. We never did anything like this, but I got to show it to you because it happens. And the person that did it, he got locked up. He probably going to get out, but I hope they didn't even tell him to watch his head either. Because when you find out what he did from them, not me, you're going to be pretty peed off when you hear about this situation. Let's get on over to this situation right here, you guys. Let's go. Let's get it.
We are hearing from a Sacramento County animal control officer who played a key role in catching Adrian Cruz. He is the man accused of beating a neighborhood stray cat to death.
Yeah, Sacramento, you guys. Sacramento.
Back in April. Thanks for joining us tonight for Fox 40 News at 10. I'm Mickey Lorenzo.
And I'm Eric Harriman, Fox 40 Sierra crew, joining us live from outside the Bradshaw Animal Shelter after speaking one-on-one with this officer who helped to track down that suspect, Sierra.
Yes, Nikki, Eric, Zoe McKernan tells me she's worked her entire life to give animals a voice. Now, even though that footage she says was horrific, she tells us she's just glad she was able to play some role in holding the alleged cat killer accountable. It's a living thing that not only just lost its life, but it lost its life horrifically.
Exclusive footage here on Fox 40 shows Adrian Cruz leaving Sacramento Superior Court last week. The 30-year-old man is accused of beating an old, nearly blind and deaf neighborhood cat to death. Now we're hearing from one of the people responsible.
Yeah, 30-year-old, got his name and everything like that, apprehended. But she was very smart and strategic how she did it. She got some video camera footage of everybody around, and she actually sat around on her days off. She waited for 2 weeks because she noticed that there was a pattern with him coming around. The cats sometimes would run away, and she would get that video footage and see them running away. She decided to hang out, and guess what? It paid off. Get to that part right there, you guys, and how I got to that.
Next few weeks to staking out. Determined to, with a pattern now established, McKernan says she dedicated the next few weeks to staking out, determined to catch the man before he could hurt another cat. Sure enough, one morning while hiding in her personal car, she saw the man return a third time. She immediately alerted Sacramento County Sheriff's deputies.
We went to his house for the search warrant, and that was where they found everything he was wearing in the video, the gloves he had on that had cat fur all over them, everything to indicate that this was the correct suspect.
McKernan tells us it's her mission to give animals across the community a voice and bring justice for the elderly cat that lost its life.
I just felt like this situation was so horrific. It doesn't matter if this was just a stray cat and the lady didn't technically own the cat. It's still a life that he took away, and it could result in even more horrific things that this person's possibly doing later on.
Yeah, let's keep on going, you guys. Sacramento, I'm glad he's out of there. Let's pray for the kittens. Let's pray for all of our animals. Let's pray for good people. Let's pray for her being a fantastic officer and a good soul, for going out there and actually waiting out and making sure that she got him off the streets before he could hurt any more animals. I want to pray for her as well. I want to pray for you guys out there as well that may be taking this in a bad way. Hope we didn't hurt you so much. Just had to shine lights on situations like this. Hopefully we can catch people like this so that they stop hurting our animals that we love so much. Can't just talk about all of the good times as well, guys. We got to talk about this and bring light to it and see if we can catch these people. Amen. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. A life is a life. That's right. That life is a life. That's how they start out, says Lori Lou. Let's keep on going, you guys. Now, we got the situation over here in Arizona where, oh my God, a toddler went to the doctor, so sick that he didn't survive. So they sent him to the morgue. Woke up at the morgue. And they're like, why is this baby alive when the doctor in the hospital sent you over here? Yeah, come on, you guys, Arizona. Baby woke up at the morgue. Keep on going, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Think I'm lying. Watch this. No, I'm not going to do that one.
And an investigation's underway after an Arizona toddler was declared dead, then found alive in the hospital morgue. Police records show a doctor pronounced the 18-month-old dead after he was pulled unresponsive from a pool. But a police report says hours later the child was found in the hospital morgue breathing. And now questions are growing about why the doctor pronounced him dead despite alleged warnings that there were signs of life. And
you heard that? Besides warnings, there were signs of life. I don't know what doctor this was. I don't know if he's still working or what's going on with this, but automatically, you know what we're going to do over here. We're going to pray for the miracle. We're going to pray for the blessing. We're going to pray for God that was like, nah, it's not time for this one. I don't need him yet. He got more to do on this earth. And we're going to pray for the family, the mothers and the fathers and everybody that's probably ecstatic with happiness and understanding and loving the miracle of having their baby back. How about that? How about that good part? Let's go.
Andrew Dimbert's here with more on that story. Andrew, such a sad and bizarre story. Walk us through this.
Bizarre
are strange, kind of unexplainable here, but the good news is that this child is alive. Diane, this was a stunning series of events that began with a near drowning and ended, like you said, with an unthinkable discovery inside a hospital morgue. Police say an 18-month-old baby boy was found face down in a backyard pool during a Super Bowl gathering in Gilbert, Arizona back in February. First responders performed CPR and rushed the child to the hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. But according to a newly released police report, some officers and even hospital staff believe the toddler was still showing signs of life, reporting that he appeared to be gasping for air, for example. Nearly 5 hours later, staff at the medical examiner's office discovered the child was breathing inside the hospital morgue. The boy was immediately airlifted to a children's hospital where he survived. And of course, now the incident is under review with growing questions surrounding how this toddler was declared dead in the first place, especially since...
Look at Lori. She's like, can the parents sue? I know everybody over here. Wait a minute. Doctors don't care, especially anymore, okay? Look, with your organs, donation cards, have a living with a DR can't override. People are home animals. Yeah, they watch them because they harm people too. What else you got? Lori, yes. Lori, probably. Can you say malpractice? What do you guys think about that lawsuit opportunity right there? Sent my baby to the what? Yo.
There seem to be many people on the hospital staff and some of the officers saying this child is showing signs of life.
Yeah, a lot of questions there. Andrew Dimbert, thank you.
So they were telling the doctor that the child was showing signs of life. How do you do that? I don't understand, you guys, but I told you we got to pray for the good things as well as the bad. We want to pray for the miracle and for God stepping in. And God, not only is that baby healthy out of the hospital, but he's home and safe and growing. Amen. Amen to God for stepping in and doing what you had to do. Amen. How you going to do that? Talking about, and they said that the baby still had someone showing signs of life. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lawsuit right there. Definitely a lawsuit. Clean lift function, my guy. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go, because we got so much more to cover over here. We got to get on over to New York, and if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. But not if you're in Brooklyn. Yeah, man. That's I feel like when it's when Live in Color, when they be like, well, nobody better not say nothing about Miss Jenkins, except, yeah, exactly. Not if you're in Brooklyn, because we got this Fulio, this man who was accused. I'm not saying he did it, you guys. I don't want to be alleged or nothing. And thanks for all the love, because we appreciate it so much coming up from the side over there. Thank you so much. We got this man who was accused of hiding his roommate's body inside their New York City apartment. I don't even want to say the first words, but you guys know about Mumra, the ever living. You know what I'm talking about? His decaying body? Yeah, same thing. That's what the body was doing in the living room, under some clothes. Let's go and check this situation out, you guys. I don't know where this came from, but hey, it's crazy out here. Crown Heights.
We went to this apartment where you can hear a man yelling, but he did not open the door. Investigators say 53-year-old Jose Rivera was released from custody after being charged with hiding his roommate's body.
Might as well call him the Crypt Keeper.
Well, that was so shocking to hear. Prosecutors say a cleaning crew found decomposed human remains on the living room couch, buried under clothing and other debris. It happened on the third floor of this apartment building on Union Street.
How you still living in that apartment and like letting that, well, you just walking by it every day. Hey, what's up? Like, what's that? How's that? You know, smell? Like, what's going on?
Near Utica Avenue.
You saw a guy with the white suits on, bringing black cops back out the
Thank you, Karen.
Right now, we do not know exactly how long those human remains were inside the apartment, but a source tells News 12 a social worker reported a, quote, foul smell coming from the unit on June 29th.
Oh, you think so? How about in February, March, April, and May?
Just 3 days before the remains were discovered. Police have not yet released the victim's identity.
He had to take my bag, bring it upstairs at my door, and I would give him a little $5. I knew sometimes he'd go his way.
Sources and neighbors say both the victim and Rivera suffer from chronic mental health issues and often argue with each other. One day they fought. One of them climbed the fire escape. He broke the window and got in because he forgot his key. We're told at this time the death is not deemed a homicide. The medical examiner's office is working to determine the cause of death. Rivera, who we're told has a criminal history, is due back in court in October.
Oh boy, let's keep on going, you guys. That's bananas right there. Let's double tap that screen. We can get those likes up to 300, you guys. I'm still gonna get you your decals and your keychains. That's right. If we can get to 300 today, that's right. You will be receiving 6 of these keychains as well as 6 decals. If we can make it up to 300, let's go. Might be a possibility. You never know. Especially with this next situation that we got over here that's coming out in Queens. You know what I'm saying? You remember Coming to America? I loved it. Got that? You remember loving Coming to America, right? That's where they went, Queens. That's where we going right now. We got a man who was locked up, and I don't think he's getting out. Now, I don't think this one's getting out for allegedly throwing cocktails. Cocktails, and not just the regular cocktails. You know what I'm talking about, right? Them M-word cocktails at religious buildings in Queens. Come on, you guys, let's go. Pretty crazy out here, so let's see what we got for you now.
Thank you, Heather and Brittany. We have breaking news out of Queens. Police say a man targeted 2 religious institutions with Molotov cocktails. He was arrested overnight. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel live in Ozone Park with more. Jaysha, thankfully no one got hurt, right?
Yeah, Pedro, Shirley, good morning. That is the good news. No one was hurt, and the buildings that the suspect, the 36-year-old man, went to, they were not damaged. He went to 2 locations last night throwing those Molotov cocktails, but they actually bounced off the buildings and exploded on the ground. Behind me is the first location he went to last night. At the top, you can see a dark smudge on the door. That's where we believe he actually...
Oh, so now we doing this to Baptist churches? Oh, for real? Oh, okay. Okay.
Threw the Molotov cocktail and then fell on the ground here where you can see a darker area where we believe it actually exploded. Earlier there was an NYPD crime scene unit here and they were actually swabbing that dark area on the ground there, but still a lot of unanswered questions in the air. Now police eventually had caught up with that 36-year-old man and suspect. 2 additional Molotov cocktails were found in his bag. So it's still very early on in the investigation. So we don't know why he was targeting these religious institutions or where he was planning to go to next. We also have a map showing the 2.
Oh, really, Jelena? That's what the students at the job court where you worked at was trying to throw them to? I'll stay out of New York City. Look at Lori Lou. That's why it bounced off the walls. You see that? That's why it bounced off the walls. You see that, right? I love it. Winter Rising says, y'all don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. News and stories and interesting every day. Of interest every day. 6 a.m. we start here right on our show, you guys. Not my show, our bottom line. Let's keep on moving forward. That was a great observation, the way you said that that's why it bounced off the building. There you go.
2 locations he went to last night. So he threw that first Molotov cocktail at the door of Iglesia Bautista El Mesias.
Oh, so he didn't discriminate on his craziness. He was just going to all types of different religions.
Church here in Ozone Park on 75th Street just after 11:35 last night. That's the location that we are at this morning. He then went on to throw another Molotov cocktail at the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses on 78th Street in Woodhaven. Again, both of those Molotov cocktails bounced off the building, exploded on the ground. Fortunately, no one was hurt. The suspect, the 36-year-old man, he is in custody, but charges are pending. So this is a developing story, and of course...
Yeah, man, that's lucky, because he could have set off about 3 different situations right there. That's what he was aiming for. Lucky he didn't get it accomplished. That guy needs to be locked up. Get him! There you go. Get him! Hope they keep him. Mark Finkley says, I'm in Georgia and there's abandoned stadiums and me and my friends made some of it fun, but the whole place was made of concrete. Let's keep on going, you guys. Yeah, H-A-T-E. That's right, you guys. Crime. That's right. Let's double tap that screen and get many more people over here. I see you guys are all gloved up in here. That means all of the family is here and we appreciate you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to Royal Heights. We got a community that has to come up with a plan. You guys, you remember about that big warehouse that set on fire a couple of days ago and it was smoldering? Guess what? They finally got the fire out. But what does that mean? Rotting food, rotting meat, half burnt food. And guess what that means? That means that the smell and the stench that's coming out of Boyle Heights is so ridiculous, you can smell it for miles. That's right, you guys. So now they're going to try to figure out what they're going to do about this situation out in Boyle Heights.
Meeting is planned tonight in Boyle Heights involving that burned warehouse.
It is the second meeting just this week with the operator of the warehouse, Lineage
Thank you, Jack.
Logistics. H+OUR Eric Spillman live in Boyle Heights with the latest. Eric, good morning.
Well, good morning to you both. And I got to tell you, I mean, we were here earlier this week, and the stench in this neighborhood is definitely more powerful than it was. And that's because we've been getting warmer weather around here. That's kind of making things worse. You got tons of rotting food inside this massive warehouse, this burned warehouse here. And the hot weather, it's just nasty because of the odor. Let's go over the latest on the cleanup effort here. The company that owns the building is now demolishing a portion of it. They're using heavy equipment for that. But again, this is just a small part of it. However, hopefully that speeds up the removal of the rotten meat inside. The fire here that broke out on June 17th compromised the structure and made it dangerous to go inside. So it looks like the plan is to knock down sections of the building and begin to haul it away. But really, they're just beginning that process. According to the mayor's office, the company that owns this place, Lineage Logistics, has already hauled away 120 truckloads of rotten food. But again, there's still a lot more to go. Now, residents met earlier this week with the elected leaders and company representatives. They're demanding emergency housing, smoke remediation, relief for local businesses, and a clear timeline for when this whole mess will be cleaned up. They've got another town meeting planned for tonight at 6 p.m. at Stevenson Middle School nearby, and company representatives will be there again. But residents say that so far the company hasn't responded with any concrete answers to their demands. Meanwhile, there are lines of people waiting to get seen at mobile community health clinics that have been set up in this neighborhood. Residents are wondering if they're suffering from medical problems, either from the toxic smoke from the fire that they inhaled for days here, or from the terrible smell of the rock.
Y'all could pay me $5,000 a minute and I'm good. No thank you. Our bottom line, news, hot topics, and health. Join us every day, 6 a.m. Thank you guys, and let's go. Get them. Want to pray for them to get that up out of there as soon as possible. And like I said, it takes a real strong type of person to be able to take a job like that. I want to give the shout outs to everybody that's actually working in the efforts of cleaning up. And yeah, might be a lot of animals that I'm for. No, it's not animals, but like somebody said in the comments, a lot of rats trying to eat some of that spoiled food and burnt food up. They don't care. They're going to get out there and do what they want to do. Let's keep on going, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. We got to keep on going, you guys, because we got some more craziness going on over here. You guys ever hear about this story where a doctor drove his family off of a cliff inside of a Tesla, and all four of them, luckily, miraculously, they lived? Well, guess what? This guy right here drove him off the cliff, so now the judge says, know what? Charges have been dropped. What do you guys think about that? How about this? I won't be driving with him anymore. Yeah, let's go. Check this story out. You guys ever hear about this craziness?
A judge has dismissed 3 attempted murder charges against a former Pasadena doctor accused of intentionally driving his Tesla off a cliff with his family inside. This comes after Dharmesh Patel completed a court-approved mental health diversion program. Attorneys argue Patel was suffering from major depressive disorder in January of 2023 when his Tesla plunged 300 feet off of Devil's Slide in Northern California. Patel, his wife, and their 2 young children miraculously survived. Prosecutors opposed the diversion program, saying Patel got the break of a lifetime.
Man, listen. I'm gonna tell you like this, Tesla, y'all surviving out there like that, cliff falling? Whew, it might be something to consider. What kind of car was that again? Thank God to that car for saving them and protecting them. I want to pray to God for making sure that they all live too, all 4 of them. Amen. There you go, you guys. Look at that. But as far as me agreeing with the judge saying that he shouldn't be getting no time on charges dropped, I don't know if I agree with that, you guys. What do you guys think about that? Let me see. I don't know. We gotta go. We gotta do a poll on this one. If anybody thinks something fishy about this situation, we're gonna have to do it. How many people here by a show of thumbs think he should be locked up and not getting out? Thumbs up, you guys. Let me know. Let me know if you think this doctor need to actually be arrested for this right here. Let me know by giving me a thumbs up. If you agree with the judge and you think that maybe it was a slip of the foot and maybe he just made a mistake, thumbs down. Let's get a thumbs down if you agree with the judge. But if you think he needs to be locked up and what the hell is they doing, let me see a thumbs up. But if not, let me see. Wait a minute, please hit that like. We really put the algorithms in the area and let people know that we're here. They can't, so they can see us. Thanks, Sam. Look at that. He did it on purpose, so we letting every psycho out now. Look at Colessive, Lori, Wise Eyes, Ad Reigns. How come everybody here think this dude really was up to something except for the judge and the prosecution? Karen Burns, Jack Wasana. Get these judges accountable, says Miss LED. Look at this. Lock up and, yeah, lock them up and watch their head. Jeffrey Spoker too. Wise Eyes, hit that like button, y'all. California, yeah. We got to keep on going now because this is a whole nother one. Anybody know about this situation? I don't really know how to say this guy's name, but I think it's a Shahidul Islam. Yeah, in Orlando. Illegal immigrant taking cover in the sanctuary city. We hear about this all the time, you guys. Somebody commits a crime somewhere else. And think about this. When you come to the United States, I mean, of course you're thinking about it like a great state and a beautiful place to be if you're thinking about like a person that comes here as an illegal immigrant. You got here, cool, okay, cool. Now it seems to me as they look at like, okay, we got 40-something states where we can act a fool at and be okay and nothing happened to us. So if we get in trouble over here, we can just cross the state line and go over here because we're gonna wind up in the sanctuary city. They do not need to have these securities and abilities to dodge, you know, when it comes down to the crimes that they're committing. Got a situation over here, you guys, straight up and down in Orlando. You got an illegal immigrant who's taking cover in the sanctuary city. His name is Shahidul Islam. He faces the penalty, that's right, you guys, for his role in his sister-in-law. Yeah, his own sister-in-law's death. Let's keep on going, you guys, let's go.
New details now. This man has been indicted for the murder of his sister-in-law. Monica Islam was found dead last May in Eustis. The suspect eventually found hundreds of miles away in New York. Fox 35's Alexis Clevenger is joining
a sanctuary city. Welcome.
us live tonight in Lake County. So Alexis, the state says the suspect was not supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's right. 44-year-old Shahidul Islam is allegedly here illegally. And so today, prosecutors indicted him on a first-degree murder charge. Now, this means he'll automatically face the death penalty. According to a new Florida law, if you commit a capital crime and you're here illegally, the death penalty is the sentence that you'll get.
More than a year after Monica Islam was found shot to death along a road in Eustis, prosecutors are moving the case toward trial. Shahidul Islam, Monica's brother-in-law, has now been indicted for first-degree murder in her death. Detectives say DNA evidence, license plate trackers, and internet history linked Islam to the crime before he fled to New York. On May 31st, he returned to Lake County custody after he was extradited from federal custody on an immigration warrant.
Islam was in this country unlawfully at the time he killed Monica.
State Attorney Bill Gladson says Islam was in and out of the immigration bureaucracy for more than half a decade.
He came back illegally, got arrested, prosecuted, and put on probation. Got sentenced to 10 months in federal prison and released back.
Florida's chief financial officer, who sits on the state's Board of Immigration Enforcement, says this crime could have been prevented.
This is yet another heinous crime by a violent offender that occurred directly because of the ridiculous, poor policies of the past. Violent crime will not be tolerated. Violent crime committed by illegal immigrants will not be tolerated.
Now, as the case heads into the next phase, it could be at least a year before a trial. Live in Lake County, Alexis Clevenger, Fox 35 News.
You guys did hear that in the beginning, right? Just to let you know, the crime and what you're gonna get if you illegal here.
Indicted for the murder of his sister-in-law. Monica Islam was found dead last May in Eustis. The suspect eventually found hundreds of miles away in New York. Fox 35's
Yeah, New York, you guys. So that means that he's going to be looking at getting up out of here, whether it's going to be or bzz, whatever they're gonna give him, he out of there. You get the death penalty for something like that. Illegal and you committed capital punishment? I mean capital murder? Oh no, you out of here, buddy. I like that new law. Maybe to get more of them out of here. MS-13 and one of those Tren de Aragua cool crazies out here. What's up? What's up, Javi? What's going on, Jack Wells? What's up, Jelena? You guys see how we doing it around here? It's Friday, you guys, so you know what that means? It's a stick up. Give me all the money in your pockets right now. Nah, you don't got to do that. I was just messing with you. Or snap it to a Slim Jim. Nah, I'm just kidding with you. But you know what you could do? You can pick up that phone, double tap that screen on whatever you're watching us on. Just double tap just like that to get many more people over here. Or if you're feeling happy, you can go ahead and send us a cash app. That's right, you guys. Where it's at right there. Okay, let's keep on going. Boogotti Cash. Let's keep on going. $ BOOGOTTI Cash. Happy. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got more to go. We got more to go. We got a Spartanburg judge who denies leniency for a former Spartanburg sheriff, Chuck Wright. It's about time that they start giving him leniency, right? We need to give him some real time. I think this one is going to be about 41 months for this one here. Let's see what's going on with these 41 months that this sheriff has been sentenced to.
Joining us for WYFF News 4 at 6. We continue to follow breaking news tonight. Former Spartanburg County Sheriff Chuck Wright has been sentenced to more than 3 years in federal prison.
The once beloved and now disgraced sheriff has also been ordered to pay restitution for those crimes. The sentence was handed down after several hours of testimony at the federal courthouse in Greenville. Tonight, we have live team coverage on the judge's decision, what was talked about in court, and what's led up to this day.
Leading our coverage this evening is our Sydney Shadrick. She joins us now.
Barney Fife goes to jail, Vincenta.
Outside the sheriff's office with more. Sydney.
Jane, Nigel, the former sheriff served this Spartanburg County community for decades, beginning as a deputy in 1986 and then elected as sheriff in 2004. But today he learned that he will spend more than 3 years in federal prison. That sentencing hearing happening today around 10 a.m. The former sheriff arrived, did not speak to reporters. That sentencing lasting a little more than 3 hours. Ultimately, the former sheriff learning that he would spend 41 months in federal prison, with that restitution set to remain at more than $460,000. Our Caitlin Ashball was in today's sentencing hearing. She joins us live now from the federal courthouse in Greenville.
When the prosecutor gets prosecuted.
Caitlin, can you tell us what were things like in that sentencing hearing today?
Absolutely, Sydney. Well, this from all sides of the court today was described as just an immense fall from grace. And the best way I could describe it to you was a very tense room filled with a lot of people who had their heads bowed and hands clasped in prayer, lots of tears shed and heads shaking as this lifelong public servant now walks out as a convicted felon with a sentence at his side. Chuck Wright's defense team, led by Trey Gowdy, was hopeful Wright's sobriety, cooperation, and remorse for crimes committed would grant him leniency from the judge. Wright bowed his head and wiped away tears as the court discussed his diagnosed PTSD, incurred from 40-plus years in law enforcement, which they say led him to lean on addiction. 8 of Wright's colleagues, some of who were in the room, appeared on an extensive video, sharing fond memories and statements about Wright's character. The prosecution commended Wright for his service and his recovery, but argued receiving a lesser sentence would be doing the public a severe misdeed, saying, quote, "Lost trust is Chuck Wright's legacy," end quote. They added,
Yeah, I got to agree with this person right here. The guards are going to probably look out for him. He's going to be in PC guaranteed. It wasn't a fall from grace. He knew better. Was he ever treated for 40 years of PTSD? More questions as well, Vincenzo, because I want to know that too. What has he possibly done in other cases? Whole lot of stuff that can be brought out of this. Has he fired people because of it? You know what I'm saying? You can't let's not use your age now for what's going on, because it's the same thing like Joe Biden. If you're going to say, oh, because I'm old, you shouldn't be able to arrest me for crimes, in that case, you shouldn't be able to be president if you're too damn old for that, right? One thing should have to do with the other when it comes down to common sense, and as far as like, you know what I'm talking about, you guys. They play those cards when they think that it's going to work for them. is what I'm basically trying to say. Let's keep on moving forward, and I'm glad that the judge saw through it and denied the leniency. Let's get on over to Texas. We got an innocent bystander. His name is Myron Henry. Lost his life in Pleasant Grove with 3 men in a mass pow-powing. Yeah, let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. They had murder on their mind, it seems like to me. It seemed like they had set this thing up. They walked by him, came back, and then they did what they were planning on doing, you guys. Be careful out there. And I would always tell people, pay attention to your surroundings at all times, no matter what. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen and get those likes up.
3 men in masks with high-powered rifles and murder on their minds roll into a Pleasant Grove strip center June 9th and kill an innocent man who was running from their gunfire. I'm Clarice Tinsley. Police know Myron Henry was not their target, but don't know why they took aim at him. Fox 4 Sean Rapp has the surveillance video and the detective who needs your help.
We are outside the Bruton Food Mart. We're at Masters and Bruton, 2015 North Masters. Detective Casey Shelton, Dallas homicide, where Myron Henry, innocent man, lost his life June 9th. What happened here, sir?
So on June 9th, in the evening time, about 6:30, 6:45, Mr. Henry was sitting along the glass next to the food mart, minding his own business.
Looked like he was rolling up, y'all, I'll be honest with you. Looked like he was rolling up and wasn't paying attention because he was rolling up.
Living life, doing his own thing. Just a good person. And then about 6:20, an individual that we found on video that's unmasked. He's just wearing white shirt, dark shorts, sneakers, and it looks like he has his mask on his head. He jumps the fence over here about the concrete in the fence.
Yes, sir.
Walks right past Mr. Henry. Doesn't even pay attention to him. Comes over here, looks, leaves. 20 minutes later.
You never just let people come in your peripheral like that. Any darkness or anything that walks into your peripheral, you never keep your head down that far, ever. You always pay attention. And the bad part about it is he had a towel on his head. Now, I'm assuming now that this is Texas, of course, Pleasant Grove, PG, probably very hot in that area. So that's probably why he had the towel on his head. Let's keep on going, you guys. I know PG. PG don't play.
The suspect vehicle, which is a Jeep Grand Cherokee, okay, comes down the alley on this side of the concrete wall and stops just around the corner. 2 of the evil men that were in that vehicle get out, run around the corner with masks on, with semi-automatic rifles. Run
King
right
Fire.
past Mr. Henry, who's still sitting here. They come around the corner, they start shooting their semi-automatic rifles towards people. Okay, they strike somebody and he lives. Well, when Mr. Henry hears the gunfire from the video we see, all right, he jumps up and he starts running back towards the back of the store.
Now, the bad part about that, when he ran back towards the store, there was still one of them over there.
The individual that we saw first without his mask, now he's rounding the corner, all right, with his mask on, and he's got a rifle. As he's coming around the corner, he sees Mr. Henry and directly shoots at him, right, with a semi-automatic rifle. Just murders him for no reason. Mr. Henry falls between 2 vehicles. About the time he falls, these 2 evil men, as they're running back, they see what transpired, and one of them turns his rifle and shoots at Mr. Henry.
There are 3 men, but one of them we see clearly with no mask on.
That's correct.
Look, let me ask you, is it clear enough, the video clear enough in your opinion, Detective Shelton, that if you know him, you'll know him?
It's pretty clear. Somebody knows who this is.
The sad part about it is they know that there's cameras out there. They're getting oblivious to them now. They're just trying to get wrecked.
And they're going to recognize it from the video.
Crazy, you guys, crazy. I had to pray for this man who lost his life in this tragic event over here, you guys. Let's get those prayers in the air. Nobody deserves to die that way. We want to just say prayers for his family, prayers for him and his soul, as well as all of his family members and whoever may be affected by the situation. There's also another person that got injured in the line of fire that they said about earlier that got hit first, that's recovering. Want to pray for them as well as a 100% speedy recovery, as well as a mental recovery as well, because it's not just one thing a lot of people have to get over when it comes down to recovery. A lot of times there's mental scars that takes even longer than the physical scars to get over. Want to pray and ask the Lord today for our help in these situations, and thank you for always being there and keeping this other person alive. Amen. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's work. We got to keep on going, you guys. Are we going over to Florida right now, where a sergeant Oh yeah, this is crazy. How the sergeant gonna get arrested and locked up for trying to kiss a woman in front of her husband? I mean, come on, bro. I know you probably had a couple extra drinks and it's hard out there to find a girlfriend. You feel me? But you don't push up on nobody's wife or their girlfriend. And what you think? Oh, I'm a police officer, so give me a kiss? I mean, come on now. You should know better than that. You should know better. Let's go. Let's get it. Let me show you this situation right here, you guys over in Orlando. I don't know how they giving it up in Orlando, but her husband wasn't going for this.
An afternoon of drinking may have cost a Volusia County sergeant his job, according to the sheriff.
Yeah, the off-duty sergeant got into a fight after getting a little too close to a woman at the New Smyrna Beach bar. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay has a reaction from the sheriff.
The couple is doing all right, and they're grateful that Good Samaritan stepped in to help when he didn't have to. They're hoping they get the chance to thank him in person soon.
Well, let me thank you right now for being out there in that rain and acting like ain't nothing going on right now, brother, because I'm going to tell you like this. In a year or two, he needs to be able to sit down inside of somewhere dry. You know how they start you off. That's why I never really wanted to do the weather, because they put you out there in all that inclement weather. And the sad thing about it is also, when you're brand new and you're starting off, they put you in the field. You see this here? They're going to give them a rain jacket and say, have a good one. Just give us a good clip of what's going on over here. It's another reason why I'm not so fast to go to NBC, ABC, or one of them places. Hey, yeah, this is Boogotti out here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's going down over there, but we're going to, I'd rather do this a little while longer before I get there. Maybe I'll be able to skip this part. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to give you props for covering this story right here. Let's go, y'all.
A New Smyrna Beach couple enjoying a drink at a bar when things got tense between them and another customer. That customer's name, Jason Stickles, and at the time, he was a Volusia County Sheriff's Office sergeant.
And what you see in that video, it's thoroughly disgusting, it's sickening, and it does not represent what this organization stands for a little bit, and it's a black eye for every one of us in this place.
I spoke with the 71-year-old woman in this video. She told me Stickles appeared to be drunk when he allegedly tried to kiss her on the cheek. Moments later, the footage appears to show him shove her husband, a 77-year-old military veteran.
Well, everybody's out there hating and everybody wants to see him ground in the dust. You have to take into account that I hire from the human race. We're all human. He made a horrible mistake. His career is over.
That's when a Good Samaritan stepped in, putting Stickles in a chokehold until New Smyrna Beach police showed up. He was arrested, charged with 2 felony counts of battery on a person 65 years or older. The sheriff says the plan was to fire him. However,
he has resigned his position with us, and he's checked himself into a rehab.
Yeah, because if you resign, you can still get that pension, and they're going to be able to take care of that medical, because now they don't put them inside of the rehab, which is going to work in both ways. So the rehab is to make sure you get that money to keep on going, and now we're still going to have to pay him. Yeah, still going to have to pay for him.
Which I'm glad to hear that.
This after he was released from jail on a $10,000 bond.
The sheriff says he'll be reaching out to the couple soon, offering to take them to lunch. An offer the couple tells me they're excited to accept. Reporting in Volusia County.
Yes, and you're right, you guys. He'll get hired somewhere else. The next town over, where his cousin Jeb is the sheriff. Just keep on moving forward, double tap that screen. And again, shout outs to you, brother, for taking on that weather to bring us this story. Hopefully you get anchor one day, 3rd anchor, 2nd anchor, something. Let's go. Keep on going, you guys, because you ain't going to believe this one. What's the craziest age you did something bad? When I was about, I'm going to be honest with you, I was always a little strong dude. I was always a little strong, little bolo type of little kid. And my sister used to put me up to stuff. So on the corner, there was a gumball machine. You know, there's a gumball machine. And, you put 10 cents in, you get the gumballs or whatever, 25 cents or whatever to get the gumballs out, right? Okay, cool. So my sister told me one day, I had a little stick like this. It reminds me like a drumstick. Had it in my hand. And my sister, we walked by the machine. We walked by. And the next thing you know, she said, I bet you can't break the glass on that gumball machine. I said, what you mean y'all can't do it? And I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, I don't care. I'll try to do it. Like, I bet you can't break the glass on it. I said, all right. So I hit it one time. Gumballs everywhere. I'm like, oh, I was more surprised than anything. More surprised than anything. I'm probably at least about, I had to be like 5 years old, remember, 6 years old, something like that, right? Maybe. You know what my sister does? Instead of anything else, she looks at the gumballs on the ground and runs into the store. I'm like, where's she going? Are you going to tell on me? This little heifer comes outside with a brown bag. She done went in the store and asked them for a bag. She's picking up all the gumballs off the floor. Like, I'm like, what? And I'm 6 years old, like, I'm not even understanding what she's doing. Of course, I ran upstairs, I go in the front, I go in the house, I go out to the fire escape, because we always used to hang by the fire escape. So she's eating gumballs, giving me gumballs, and here come my mother. You know what you did, right? I'm like, huh? Come here for a minute. And I'm a 70s baby. So you guys, you already know what happened. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta, ra, mommy, no! All that. Mommy, no! Yeah. All sorts of drum, bass, beats, all that came down on your boy. Meanwhile, I'm crying like this in the window after eating gumballs. Sometimes kids do stuff and, we make mistakes. That's why I want to show you guys this other story. Situation in Florida, where we got a sheriff that responds to a sergeant. I'm sorry, no. We're going to get over to Lakeside, where an 8-year-old shatters a window in a pet store in order to steal a snake. Just keep on going, you guys. Blowing them bubbles.
Speechless, honestly. Child's 8 years old, destroying small businesses.
A break-in and a trail of glass at a Lakeside pet store leading to a stunning detail when it comes to...
Maybe his sister wanted a snake. You get what I'm trying to explain here? You got to give this little kid a pass. You never know. His sister probably was outside like, I bet you can't go in there and get us a snake. I bet you can't do it. And he said, I bet you I could. You kid, 8 years old. Give him a pass. He's a kid.
To the suspect. As ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen tells us, when deputies tracked down the snake thief, they discovered an 8-year-old boy.
Outside Pet Supplies and More in Lakeside, the front door is boarded up. This is the chunk of concrete used to smash the glass. The biggest shocker came with the identity of the suspect.
When you're told who the suspect is, what's your first reaction?
Where's the parents?
Shattered glass and disbelief for store owner Stacy Schultz Cronin. Past 10 Monday night, a call from deputies sent her racing to her shop.
The witness said almost sounded like a bomb going off.
Deputies telling her a shopper at Dollar Tree saw a young boy chucking the concrete through the door.
This is the one that was taken last night.
Before running out of the shop.
Whoa. We got someone that is admitting it. See, I love when somebody tells the truth. It just makes the story more realer. What you got to say about it, Jolena? What'd you say? Miss Toburn? I used to dare my twin brothers all the time. Oh, so you mean to tell me you had 2 of them that you used to get to do stuff, huh? You be in the back like the Mad Hatter like this. They don't even know it was me. It was my idea. I got them to do it. Jolena, oh, you're the bang, zoom, Lord have mercy. And whoever said Ace Ventura, pet detective, are you talking about when he ran out there with that snake or the bat? I know what you guys are talking about. Let's go.
With his year-old red fire Sanboa and taking off. The thief didn't get far with deputies responding quickly to a 911 call.
They said they caught him right in front of Dairy Queen on Woodside with the snake in his hand.
Schultz says the biggest stunner came when deputies told her the suspect was 8 years old.
I'm speechless, honestly, because at 8 years old, Barbies are playing Legos or something at home. It's not breaking windows and stealing live animals out of a pet store.
You just don't understand. Yes, it is. Depending on your sister or your brother. She don't get it, y'all.
Sheriff's office says the boy was transported to a hospital for an evaluation. Deputies say the psychiatric response team is connecting family with resources, and at this time, no arrest or charges are pending. Back at the shop, Schultz watching the returned snake, which was pregnant, closely.
She's still pregnant. She hasn't shown any sign of miscarriage yet.
Schultz also trying to figure out how she'll cover the damage, more than $2,000 worth.
Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, because I know how we're going to cover the damage today. I want to make sure that you guys get an opportunity to really show that you're part of the show. If you've already got a glove, if you're already a member, yes, you can definitely go ahead and buy it. You can get your own right on our shop, right down there. You can go get a keychain, the most economical, phenomenal, which is the way that I really wish you can do it. It actually supports the show. Actually, we're the most economical when it comes down to our merch, period, because we understand it's rough out there and we really try to look out. Heck, the postage is more than our prices, $2.99, $3.99. But today, we're doing it for nothing. Nothing. You ain't really paying nothing. Nothing. All you got to do is get up to 300 likes. I'll be sending out 6 of these keychains and I'll be sending out 6 of these decals. All you got to do is email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. But only if we get up to 300. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Let's get it. We got to keep on moving forward. I told you, sometimes you got to give these little tykes a pass. He's only 8 years old. He didn't know any better. How about start asking some questions to the sisters? Like, did you tell him to do this? You're not going to get in trouble. But would they tell the truth? Yeah. Let's keep on going, you guys. Would they tell the truth? Let's keep on going, you guys. What do boiled eggs actually do for your body? Huh? I just got a question. Let me see if we got time for this. Actually, we do. We're gonna go for the gusto on this, you guys. We're gonna go all the way in. What do boiled eggs actually do inside the body? That's right, you guys. I need to let you guys know. We need to get the almost, and I gotta go there even though I'm vegan. And yes, eggs are not vegan. They're actually an embryo. You can get a life out of it. So no, vegans do not eat eggs if they're really vegan. Check this out though. You guys can. I don't try to push my stuff on you at all. And if I were a carnivore, a person that ate meat, first thing I go for is some eggs. I like them boiled, I like them scrambled, I like them all types of ways when I did eat them. Just being 100% honest with you guys. Just happen to not prefer them anymore. But anybody out there, you have any idea why Rocky was training with all of those eggs and why they were putting all of that protein inside of their bodies? Guess why? Number one source. I'm talking about the number one source when it comes down to protein, you guys. And scientists use it as a pillar just to actually get numbers and to find out information from. We're going to get into it this morning, but I got to give you guys a real quick clip when it comes down to the health and wellness section. Let's get into it, you guys, right now. What boiled eggs actually do inside the body. Egg protein is every single amino acid that your body needs. Did you hear me? Egg protein has every single amino acid that your body needs. Nearly perfect proportions. That's right. Scientists, like I said a second ago, they use it as the gold standard to measure all proteins. Imagine that. Imagine using one thing as the gold standard to measure all proteins. I guess that's the reason why Rocky was eating all of those uncooked eggs in the morning before he ran, right? Now let's check this out. It breaks into amino acids as it's digested. They're very important for anyone who wants to exercise or trying to build strength. And the satiation, meaning how it pleases the body's hunger, it outlasts us for many hours. So you can actually have an egg breakfast or include eggs in your breakfast. And because of the satiation, how it satisfies you, it'll give you a better chance to make it to lunch if you're actually going to eat them. Let's keep on moving forward because there's other parts about it that you want to look into as well, right? Like the yolk. What happens with the yolk? What's the strength of the yolk and what's actually in the yolk? The history of the yolk that you guys have heard about before. Oh, yolk, no, just eat the egg whites. Why? And should you actually listen to that? Different people, different situations. Make sure that anytime you listen to our information and before you apply anything that we tell you here, you get your doctor's approval. I don't want to be responsible for anyone's injuries, and we definitely are not medical doctors, and we do not claim to be. If you guys know anything about this story, health is wealth. Let's go. Get them! Health and wellness section, you guys. How we started off, trending topics, current events, and now our health and wellness section. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's try to pay as much attention as possible because this is very important. Let's go. We're going to do it with the actual diagram of the side of the body as well as breakdowns of where the parts of the nutrients break down and go to, whether if it goes to the bloodstream, goes to different vessels. Let's get into it, you guys, right here. What boiled eggs actually do inside your body. Let's go.
Boiled eggs every day. But what do they actually do inside your body? The moment a boiled egg reaches your stomach, your acid and enzymes begin breaking down its protein. And egg protein is special. It is considered one of the most complete proteins in all of nature. Egg protein contains every essential amino acid your body needs, in nearly perfect proportions. Scientists actually use it as the gold standard to measure all other proteins against. As this protein is digested, it is broken into amino acids, the building blocks your body uses to repair muscle, build tissue, and produce enzymes and hormones. This is
something about this diagram that I really like. It'll show like an injured area or something that needs to be repaired, and then like that nutrient will go there and actually show it kind of like a real understanding of how it's done. I like this one. I really do like this this breakdown.
This is why eggs are so powerful after exercise or for anyone building strength. They deliver high quality material your body can use almost completely. The egg protein is also highly satiating. It keeps you feeling full for hours, which naturally reduces cravings and helps control how much you eat later in the day. Now to the yolk, the part people wrongly fear. The yolk is one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. It contains vitamin B12 for energy and nerves.
We need B12 and we need everything inside of the yolk, because what do we talk about here? We want to create stronger neural paths, you guys. We got to repair the brain and we have to feed the brain. If you know that something feeds your brain in a positive way, common sense, feed the brain the right thing. This is what you give it.
Vitamin D for bones and immunity, vitamin A for vision, and choline, a nutrient critical for your brain and memory.
See?
Choline is especially important. Most people do not get enough of it, and eggs are one of the best natural sources on Earth.
So let me do 1 + 1. We just found out that the brain needs choline, and we know that eggs produce a high amount of choline. Common sense. Let's go get those eggs for that choline.
Your brain genuinely depends on it. The yolk also delivers lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that gather in your eyes and help protect them from long-term damage. And
lutein, phenomenal. Glaucoma. So glaucoma, anything going on with your eyes. How about this? Let's just fortify the body with those vitamins and the nutrients that we get from eggs. Common sense again.
Aging. But what about the cholesterol everyone worries about? For decades, people feared eggs would raise their blood cholesterol and clog their arteries. Modern research has largely overturned that fear. For most healthy people, the cholesterol in eggs has only a small effect on blood cholesterol because your body adjusts its own production in response. For the majority of people, eating eggs in normal amounts does not meaningfully raise heart disease risk. The old blanket warnings simply did not hold up. That said, a smaller group of people are more sensitive to dietary cholesterol, and those with existing cholesterol issues should follow their doctor's guidance on quantity. Boiled eggs specifically are one of the healthiest ways to eat them. No.
Somebody in here got 2 dozen boiled eggs in their refrigerator right now. You're going to benefit off of them.
No added oil, no frying, just the egg and its full nutrition intact. They are also incredibly efficient, high in protein, rich in vitamins, naturally filling, and low in calories. Few foods give you this much for so little. For most people, one to a few eggs a day fits easily into a healthy diet.
1 to a few eggs a day. Even mix them in y'all food, y'all. Don't worry about what I'm talking about. Go get them eggs, man, and make sure that they're farm fresh, organic, cage free, right, y'all? I know you already probably said it.
Delivering protein.
Look at this. I love G-Man. Look at G-Man. I don't even know you, dog, but I love that comment right there. G-Man says, sound like God knew what he was doing, right? Yeah. Think about it. There we go. Let's go.
Brain nutrients and eye protection.
Brain nutrients and eye protection. Getting it all from one source.
One simple food. Follow body protocols. The boiled egg is one of the most complete foods nature ever made. Simple, cheap, and quietly working for your body every single day.
Which is crazy is sometimes you go into the bodega or in the corner store and you see them having like the boiled eggs for sale. Or sometimes you'll go to a bar and you'll see them having boiled eggs, because that protein is actually good for the stomach, especially if you're going to try to drink. It's actually one of the strongest proteins, like for real, besides the nuts and the peanuts and all of that stuff. Yeah, the eggs is even better. And guess what, you guys? I hope y'all don't know. Y'all don't think it's over. It's too early. That was part of the health and wellness section. Do you guys remember what we've been working on this month? We've been talking about the brain, neural paths, strengthening our bodies, getting stronger. What can we use? What is the fuel? So now we went to the fuels. We talked about the chicken yesterday. We talked about the protein. We also talk a lot about what we're going to be doing when it comes down to the neural paths and creating these new neural paths. And we have to feed our brain in order to do that. Yo, Boogotti, what's a neural path? What's a neural path? Okay, cool. Neural path is just like when you're in the forest and you're walking and you're like, okay, I want to go this way, but there's no trail on the ground. There's no trail to get you over there. You don't know what's over there. You actually have to be the one to go ahead and start that trail. First time you step on it, you're going to be knocking down a little bit of branches. You're going to be setting that path that way, right? The more you walk over that path, the more people walk and follow that path, the deeper that path gets. There's going to be clearing, natural clearing from the impressions that's being made. That's just like a neural path. You start a path by walking on it, and you fortify it by constantly doing the same actions, like playing basketball. I didn't know the first day how to play basketball. Had to keep on learning. Same way in the brain. So if you know these things, we can get better with our brains. So you know what? I got more brain stuff coming in right now from Dr. Tracy. We going in right now. We going all the way, you guys. Let's go. Have you ever felt like building resilience means doing more? Huh? That's right, you guys. Let me ask you, have you ever thought about journaling more, meditating more, exercising more, everything? But what if your secret to long-term mental strength isn't found in doing more, but doing less consistently? Let's get into this right here. We got a resistance build. We want you to see what's going on with. And let's see what Dr. Ellis actually has to say for us right now. I want you guys to understand that there's many different ways that we can fortify our bodies and our brains, but we also have to eat well in order to feed our brains. And I look at it like a cheat. This is going to help my body in that way. If I eat this, it helps my liver. If I eat this, it would help so how about I just eat all of those good things? Kind of like what somebody said. So God must have known what he was doing when he made this stuff. Got to be back to the origins, you guys. Let's go. And we're going to start talking about our brain. We're going to finalize this week's episode with want a stronger mind? Start with these 3 micro habits. Again, do you want a stronger mind? We're going to start with these 3 micro habits. And I'm talking about creating new pathways of doing things. You guys have things that we do that we get stuck on doing, like we talked about the other day. We say sometimes we do things out of convenience. The brain just sends you to swiping because that's the easy thing to do. Guess what that also is telling you? There's a strong pathway when it comes down to swiping on your phone. How long have we been swiping on our phones? So it seems like every one of those swipes created a deeper and a stronger pathway in that direction. A neural path that causes us to use our phones all of the time and keep on going that way. Perfect example. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. So what do we have here? Want a stronger mind? Start with these 3 micro habits. Dr. Tracy Marks. Let's get into it, you guys. And yes, we're working with the doctor as well. It's cleared all of our stuff because of what the mission statement is. And because people like this just really wants to make sure that their voices get out and it helps people. Yes, we work with doctors now as well. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go.
Have you ever felt like building resilience means doing more journaling, more meditation, more exercise, more everything? But what if the secret to long-term mental strength isn't found in doing more, but doing less consistently? I'm Dr. Tracy Marks, a psychiatrist, and I help you strengthen your mind, fortify your brain, and build resilience.
I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions while you're watching this. I want you to think, some of the stuff, I want you to say, I already know this. I don't know this. I know this. I don't know this. If you're familiar with any part of anything that she's saying, tap in and let us know. If you're not familiar, tap in on that too. I want to know, because I do believe that sometimes naturally we do already understand these situations. We already know.
This is the final video in our habit formation module of this resilience series. And today we're going to talk about how the smallest actions can create the greatest changes in your brain and mental well-being. Let's dive into what I call the resilience blueprint, a science-backed way to use tiny minimum dose habits to rewire your brain for strength, stability, and emotional flexibility. But first, let's define what I mean by minimum effective dose. In the world of medication or fitness, this refers to the smallest amount that's needed to create a meaningful effect.
The smallest amount. It's like if you don't need a dosage over 30 milligrams or 40 milligrams, don't give it to them. Give them the smallest dose that they need to fix this situation. And that's how you do it. Just keep on taking that dosage right there. Same way like you're walking over that path. Let's keep on getting those likes up to get more people over here, you guys. We're almost close. I'm trying to get you guys this merch. If we can make it up to the 300 today, which I do believe, I'll be sending you guys out 6 keychains and 6 decals. Just trying to put something on top of actually the knowledge that we're getting to. Let's go.
It's the dose that gets the job done without overdoing it. Your brain works the same way. You don't need a 30-minute meditation or a 60-minute workout to create change. Neuroscience shows that consistent repetition, not duration, is what shapes the brain. The act of doing a habit daily, even for just 60 seconds, can spark the neural pathways responsible for resilience and emotional regulation.
Like every morning when I get up, I got a tradition that I do. I wake up and then I say, all right, let me take the lock off the door. But if I take the lock off the door and I turn around, once I get by that mantle, it's time to do those push-ups. Those are like the mental things that I got little things set up in certain areas so I have to respond to them. My suit is already there for tomorrow. I know what I'm wearing tomorrow, got the suit and everything ready, black and silver. Not only that, but it's good because now I don't got to worry about it. Shirt's already ironed too. That's what I'm talking about. I kind of go a little extra with it, but that's what I'm saying. When you get trained to doing the right things and you just program yourself to having things aligned in your life, you can't really steer yourself wrong. If you have the right types of food in your refrigerator, you can't eat bad snacks because you don't have them available. You would have to go out and buy them. Just keep on moving.
And this is where neuroplasticity comes in. You've heard me talk about it throughout this series, but here's a quick refresher. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to change its structure and function based on experience. So every time you repeat a behavior, even a tiny one, you're reinforcing the neural circuits associated with that behavior. It's like carving a path in the forest. One footstep doesn't do much, but walk that path every day and you create a visible trail. That's what your brain does with small habits. So when you repeat a calming breath in the morning, or name your emotions in the heat of the moment, or write down a small reflection before bed, you're strengthening the pathways that help you stay grounded under pressure. The magic is in the repetition. That's the minimum effective dose. Now, some people may ask, how long does it actually take for the brain to change? And that's a fair question. And while it's not the same for everyone, research on neuroplasticity gives us some general timelines.
From all the research that we've done on every platform when it came down to neuroplasticity, it's always a couple of weeks before your brain starts to get used to that pattern.
In the first couple of weeks, you might notice subtle mental shifts, like having more patience or bouncing back from stress more quickly. By weeks 4 to 6, new neural pathways become more established.
New neural pathways by 4 to 6 weeks to create those new pathways. Certain work. Look at that, 22 days. Okay.
You're not forcing the habit anymore. It starts to feel more automatic. By the 2nd and 3rd month mark, your brain begins to default to this new pattern under pressure. That's when resilience becomes second nature.
Like for instance, yesterday I could have went crazy thinking about, oh my God, look what happened, blah, blah, blah. Now don't get me wrong, I did go live and I told you guys what happened. Oh my God, we got another, but even when I was talking to you guys, I wasn't nervous. I was talking regular. I'm like, yo, I looked at the video back. I'm like, yo, you actually took that pretty well. You know, you actually take things pretty well when you're getting in a bad situation. You know what I noticed? And I call myself out on that. I said, you know what? We're going to use that. We're going to see how good you perform under pressure. And this is a new challenge that I have for you, Boogotti. If you can perform good under pressure and start doing that, it's going to make you a better person. And honestly, getting stressed out about stuff is not going to do anything but stress you out and make it more stressful for your heart. Got a situation? Just deal with it. You know what? Take that breath. Take those 3 seconds into 3 minutes, figure out what you got to do, and keep moving. We talked about that a couple of videos ago. So all of a sudden, now it's like, whoa, how am I actually being able to actually adapt this to my life? And I'm actually seeing it actually work. And it's applying now because I'm creating those neural pathways. Not just, oh my God, jumping out the window on little things that happen, letting it drive me crazy. No, you know what? Let's see if we can deal with this step by step. What's the smartest way to deal with this? Okay, they said this, let's go through those steps. Okay, now we gotta make an email. Let's email this person and let's go through the steps of trying to make the solution. And what happened? Because we did it the right way, we came up with a good solution, and now we're free of the problem. Let's keep on going.
Not just something you practice, but it's a part of who you are. So the answer is, tiny habits can create lasting brain change in a matter of weeks, but they have to be consistent. Think small, but daily. This brings us to the concept of resilience keystone habits. These are small practices that have disproportionate effects across multiple areas of your mental well-being.
Cool heads always prevail. There you go, Brian.
These are the habits that give you the biggest resilience return on your investment because they create ripple effects. One tiny action improves multiple areas of mental well-being.
And most of the time, when you make a decision without thinking, without taking a breath, you make the wrong decision. Like, nah, fuck that, I'm going. And then next thing you know, you're going to jail. Locked up for disorderly conduct. You know what I'm saying? Watch your head.
So let me give you 3 examples of keystone habits for resilience. One keystone habit is emotion labeling. Just taking 5 seconds to name what you're feeling.
So when you get in that aggravating point where somebody gets you mad, like, whatever, bitch, you know what? I'm rubber, you're glue. I'm whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. You guys know what I'm saying, right? What was I angry about? You know what I'm talking about, right? Take that breath first, you guys.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm frustrated.
Now identify with the issue and put it out there saying I was overwhelmed. I'm you know, probably sound like a little kid that's identifying with it, but that's the best way to do it. This way, you can take it on the steps and don't make the wrong decisions.
Helps activate your prefrontal cortex, calm the amygdala, and increase emotional clarity. And then that simple act supports better decision-making, self-regulation, and
look at Lori Lou says, let's go is my motto. See, you can't do let's go all the time. Lori, you can't do that.
in communication with others. If you find it hard to pinpoint exactly what you're feeling in the moment, my Essential Tools card deck can help.
Now we're going to start getting off of some of her stuff. I think these essential card decks is actually a good thing because it's something that you can actually see physically and read, and it gives you alternatives. So I would just say that you guys, if you do have the time and you want to, I would recommend you picking up the doctor's Essential Tools card deck. It's a quick start guide.
It includes emotion identification cards that give you the language for those hard to define feelings. This is especially useful if your mind goes blank under pressure. And because the deck is small and portable, you can keep it in your bag or at your desk and have it ready for whenever you need a quick mental reset. Another keystone habit is a brief morning cue, like taking 3 grounding breaths before looking at your phone. Your breath directly influences your nervous system. It doesn't...
Anybody ever do that? You ever take a breath or like think about it or just like wake up and look around and inspect the day? Or do you roll over and just pick up your phone? Tell the truth.
Take long, but it shifts your baseline from stress to calm. If you're unsure where to start with that, where do you think you can find it? Yep, the cards again. That's why they're called Essential Tools card deck. Cards 41 and 47 in my Essential Tools card deck can guide you through some simple yet effective breathing techniques to regulate your nervous system.
Right.
This is what makes the breath so powerful. It's one of the few functions in our body that bridges both your conscious control and your automatic unconscious responses.
Think about that. Your breath is like a communication device between your conscious and your subconscious and your actually physical body. Because you know your brain is telling you to. So now it's working in conjunction with everything.
The third keystone habit is what I call the value check-in. At the end of your day, ask yourself, did I act in alignment with who I want to be today? You don't have to go track down your journal and fill a page. Just reflect for 30 seconds. This primes your brain to track identity.
I like that. I like the fact that you said that, Tony. No, I do. I do that. I wake up, breathe, get my coffee, just catch myself, and then I turn the phone off. Okay, and there you go. Okay. Open up that window.
Which we talked about in the second and third videos in this habit formation module. This is where I introduced the idea that your self-concept can either reinforce or reshape your habits, and how shifting your inner narrative changes what your brain expects from you. If you want help exploring those identity patterns more deeply, my Unlock Your Story digital workbook walks you through that process with guided prompts and exercises. All of these habits that I just mentioned take less than a minute to do, but they're super effective at rewiring your brain.
And you don't have to keep on doing them all over again, but you still should get them completed. Check it out. Go ahead and subscribe to Dr. Tracy's channel.
And when they're repeated consistently, the effects begin to multiply. Now, let's take this a step further. One habit is good, but when you sequence habits in the right order, you create a resilience routine, a short series of micro actions that support your mental stability across the day. Here are 3 examples. A morning resilience routine might look like this. Take 3 slow breaths before getting out of bed. Say one intention out loud or silently, like, today I'll focus on what I can control. Or you could say, today I'll respond instead of react. Then open the blinds to get natural light and stretch your body for 1 minute.
I like that part. I'll respond instead of reacting. You know what I'm saying? I will respond instead of reacting. That means you're going to think about it and then respond instead of automatic reacting.
That's 3 minutes total for all of those things. But what you've just done is activate your parasympathetic nervous system, engage your prefrontal cortex, and align your attention with your values. That sequence primes your brain for the rest of the day. Here's a stress-triggered routine. Let's say you're in a moment of tension and you just read a frustrating email. First, name the emotion. I'm feeling irritated and pressured. Second, do a breath reset. Take a slow inhale and then exhale for a count of 4.
Did it yesterday, y'all. Did it yesterday. I said, you know what, we're going to do this the right way. And then I even AI'd it. What could be the possibilities of what I should do? And they said, worst case scenario, the person might want to get paid, or they may not even respond to the email. So I'm like, oh boy. So I just sent the best email that I could, spoke about you guys. I spoke about our show. I said, you know, a lot of people depend on our show over here. Did not mean any harm, and we apologize. And hopefully you'll look into it and you'll understand that. Want to know what happened? That person emailed us back, got back to me, said they wanted to put a little bit of bread on top of it, no doubt, but they also said, I actually went and watched your show. See how you guys are. Got a lot of respect for what you guys do. So yeah, let's see if we can go ahead and clear this up. Within 15 minutes, everything was cleared up. Yeah, like I said, we had to pay a little bit, only right, because we're using their content, but we also made another friend and we got another source of getting content from. Things happen. Instead of me, oh my God, listening to these fools talking about wait another 90 days, I went and sent that email and got in contact with that person, had a great conversation, thought it out, did what I had to do, and we're strike free. Oh, you think I got the tuxedo on today? I'm happy.
The longer exhale helps down-regulate your stress response and calm your nervous system. And then third, take one grounding action. Stand up, sip water, or touch something with texture. Engaging your senses takes you out of your head and into the present moment.
Real life.
That whole sequence interrupts the stress cascade in real time.
So instead of me just sitting there on the park side looking at these text messages come in, copyright, blah, 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 put the phone down. What the hell is going on here? All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to read this, get into it. We got to get up from here now and go deal what we got to deal with. That's when you guys saw me walking back to the base, getting in front of the computer, knocking down what we had to knock down and deal with it as it comes. And another thing I'm saying to myself, you know what? This is actually a good thing. It's a learning lesson. So you can learn from your mistakes and it just makes you better.
You're not suppressing your emotion. You're processing it in a way that regulates your system and protects your mental reserve. Then there's the evening decompression routine.
Important.
This is about signaling to your brain that the day is done. So first, do a quick body scan.
Vincenta.
Notice areas of tension in your body and release them. Second.
Wait a minute, this is important. Do you guys ever think about doing this? I'm talking about straight up gold. Straight up gold is what she just said. And it's something like real simple. I mean, I have a massage chair, so I cheat every night. I say to myself, okay, before you do the massage chair, you can do the push-ups. Or you can do the push-ups and then, you can do the massage chair and then do the push-ups because your body's gonna feel real good. But me, I like to get the workout. I say, you know what, nah, we're gonna do these push-ups and then we're gonna get in the massage chair and then we're gonna go to sleep. So it's like, smooth sailing. You can make a deal with yourself as long as you're getting it done. You get what I'm saying? But as long as the main goal of what you're trying to get is done, you gotta keep on doing it and make the habits actually positive habits. Another thing that you guys probably don't do, my uncle used to do it all the time. Rub yourself and feeling a little bit of pain over here, you know what I'm saying? You kind of like self-inspecting, like where it hurt at, you know what I'm saying? It's like every day as a warrior, you're checking where you possibly got some stuff going on at. And wherever you can make it better, you make it better. It's you actually showing your body that you actually care about physical touch is what she's basically trying to explain to you. So I didn't want to go over that spot too fast without you understanding where she was going with that.
Processing it in a way that regulates your system and protects your mental reserve. Then there's the evening decompression routine. This is about signaling to your brain that the day is done. So first, do a quick body scan. Notice areas of tension in your body and release them. Second, reflect on one moment you handled well. Then create a shutdown cue, like
perfect example yesterday, massage. Yeah, I like the way you went in there and really took care of the situation with the copyright thing. You went about it the right way. Let's keep on doing that. Let's keep on waiting a little while. Let's keep on going up against things like that. And then I had another one that I did that I can't tell you guys about. That's even better that happened. So I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So two good things happened yesterday, and I was able to take that with me into my rest, calmly sleeping. Also, you know what another good thing is too? Start turning out lights at a certain time of day at night. Turn out this light, turn that light off, because now you're giving your body and your aura a feeling of it's time to rest now, it's time to break it down, and we're about to go to sleep. Let's keep on going.
turn off a lamp, stretch, or play a calming song. You don't have to follow the same routine every night, but having a few familiar anchors helps your brain transition out of the demands of the day and into recovery mode. Now, here's where sequencing becomes especially effective. When these micro habits are placed in a purposeful order based on your internal state or what the moment calls for, they don't just add up, they amplify one another. It's the difference between using tools at random and connecting them in a way that builds momentum. For example, imagine wrapping up your workday and starting with a few grounding breaths at your desk. That helps calm your nervous system and create a sense of closure.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got a chair. It's over there. But I stand up for at least about 6 hours. And another thing I tell myself, I'm gonna let you sit down, but finish the whole lineup. Damn, you for real? I give myself challenges, yeah. Stand up and just still make sure you get good content. Or I do the squat. The same squats that you guys see the lady doing on the other channel, or fit channel, I do the squat instead of sitting in that chair all the time. And I also challenge myself. Yo, bro, you know if you don't do that, you gotta challenge yourself. Because if you can challenge yourself, it's hard for other people to challenge you. My boss and all of the landlords that I know used to always say to me, man, listen, I can't come down on you. I can't be hard on you. You worse on yourself than I could ever be. I'm like, yo, what you mean? Nah, bro, I don't even work as hard as you. You be on time, you be doing this. And let me tell you something. Landlords be like, look, you work buildings better than me. Why? Because I like the work part of it. Because other people like the reward. I get the reward out of the work. And then when I do get the reward, I feel like I earned it. Just keep on going, you guys.
Then, once you've stepped away, a short reflection helps shift your focus from productivity to personal meaning. Finally, a physical cue like dimming the lights, changing clothes, or turning on soft music signals that it's time to wind down. Each habit prepares your brain for the next one, guiding you gradually from alertness to rest. So then you're not just practicing resilience, you're embodying it. One habit primes the brain for the next. And that's when your habits stop feeling like tools and start becoming who you are. You might be wondering, how do I know if this is working? Resilience isn't always measured by how calm you feel in the moment.
There you go.
Sometimes the progress is more subtle. You'll know your brain is becoming more resilient when you find yourself recovering faster from setbacks. Like when you notice that you're less rattled by things that used to really derail you. When you pause before you react, and that pause feels natural and not forced. You might even catch yourself thinking, wait, I handled that differently than I used to. That's growth. That's the brain changing.
Caught myself yesterday, y'all. Like, yo, you didn't get, like, you really? I caught myself a couple of times because it's not the first time it happened. I'm like, yo, I'm really liking the way you're handling these situations. And you know what's good about it? You don't want to have a negative or a bad response about things, because that's another way that people will look at you. Like, oh my God, every time something go down with such and such, there's always something going on, boy, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are reactionary. They all like to react. So that's why I even took the video down. I ain't gonna lie to you, probably 500 people saw it. Don't even want the negativity of that being up. Don't want them to see it. Don't want nobody to feed off of it. So I said, you know what? Got the message out. I spoke to everybody, got a lot of comments on it. So yes, I took that video down from yesterday. I don't even want the negativity of the wording being around me, if you get what I'm saying. Copyright, strips, like, I don't even need that for that little 500 views. Y'all can take that. I don't even want it around my aura is what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying? Only positive things I want around me. Let's go.
If you like tracking progress, try this. Keep a simple log of small wins. Once a week, jot down one situation where you noticed a resilient response. It could be as small as, I paused before jumping into a defensive email.
So all you got to do with that one is if you want to go into your notes, you can do it on your iPhone. Just get a weekly list or whatever you did that you feel like you're working on. After a while, you won't even be using a list anymore unless you create more goals for yourself.
Or, I noticed I was spiraling and redirected my focus. These moments are signs that your baseline is shifting. Let's talk for a second about the mindset trap I call too much to matter. This is the thought that undermines a lot of habit change. It sounds like this: one deep breath won't fix my anxiety, or writing down a thought won't change how I feel. Does that sound like something that you would think or say? The truth is, long-term change often comes from things that feel insignificant in the moment. One deep breath doesn't fix everything, but it trains your nervous system to regulate.
See that? You always think, that's kind of like you call yourself out on a negative manner. Oh, so you mean to tell me now I got to write journal, I got to do this, and that? Who's to say that going to work? You're right. Nothing works overnight. But after a while, you're going to start processing and dealing with stuff differently. Like yesterday, again, when I was dealing with that situation, I handled it much differently than I would do it, whereas in the past, I'd be more reactionary. Took the breath. And when I noticed that, I came up with a better solution when I took the time out to think about what I could be doing. And then now it's starting to become second nature because it's starting to happen more than once. If this is the business that you're in, expect that to happen. The best thing that you can do is start to pad yourself from it, create a situation so it's not happening. And that's why I gave myself more time to even come up with that solution. Instead of getting mad, oh, I'm just going to change the show, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Creating all sorts of extra negative things that I didn't even have to dwell upon. Thought about it the right way. Let's keep on going, you guys. Napster used to do it. They used everybody's information. They had all the music from everybody. Guess what happened to Napster after a while? They became legal. Exactly, because all of those people were like, yeah, but we were getting our information out through them. So why can't I be like the Napster when it comes down to YouTube? Everybody that wants to let me use their stuff, everybody get their cut. And we do it in a legal manner. Just got to think about solutions. Take your time and come up with the ideas. Come up with the solutions.
Emotion label doesn't remove stress, but it strengthens the brain circuits that keep your reactions balanced. And one reflection doesn't transform your whole life, but it reinforces a pattern of insight and intention. The key isn't doing one massive thing. It's doing one small thing again and again until your brain adapts, because it will. Let me leave you with this. Resilience isn't a crisis response, it's a prevention strategy. The goal isn't to build strength so that you can endure a storm, it's to build a foundation so that storms don't shake you as easily.
Yeah, you're strong enough, you're resilient, you got a good foundation, you've been working on it.
Tiny daily habits are your early intervention system. They reduce the likelihood that small stressors accumulate into burnout and breakdown. They keep your mind stable and your nervous system responsive so you don't just react, you recover. So here's your takeaway for today. Don't underestimate the small stuff. Pick one minimum dose habit and start today. Maybe it's a grounding breath, a 2-line reflection, or a mindful pause when stress hits. Build one resilience routine that fits your life.
The easiest one for me, I'm gonna cheat and tell you guys, was taking a pause when the drama came. Cause I get emotional. I start, my blood pressure start going all fast, heart start racing. When I feel a certain way, like, oh my God, you get nervous. So the first thing that I wanted to deal with was my body and myself. So I said to myself, you know what? Let's take it a step at a time. Woosah. And then I give myself a chance to deal with whatever's coming next. But the first thing that I chose was taking that breath.
Morning, evening, midday, whatever suits your rhythm. And trust the process. Your brain is paying attention to what you repeat. In the next module, we're going to shift gears and talk about how supplements and nutrition impact brain health. I'll share what actually works, what to avoid, and how to think critically about all the brain-boosting claims out there. So if you're curious about how to support your mental resilience from the inside out, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss it.
And again, that's why I went as far as to get rid of it. Because notes like that, I don't even want up. I don't want them to get drama about it. I made a new header, had a whole bunch of words. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want those words inside my timeline. Because you know what they got around here? They got a lot of bots. And bots read everything. And if you create a whole sentence like that, those bots might pick up onto that and put you into that kind of light. So I don't even want to put that on myself. You guys get what I'm saying around here? You got to pay attention to everything. Right now, I'm in the matrix. Right now. You guys are outside of the matrix. But if you're looking at me on any type of phone or whatever like that, I'm in the matrix right now. And this is so I got to play accordingly. You get what I'm trying to say, you guys? But you have to be able to take your time out to think about stuff like that instead of just acting sporadically. How many other influences you see that just, oh, they did this and they did that or whatever. Now, I give them their credit for what they do when they do wrong, like tap your pockets. But when it comes down to something that you didn't do wrong, because it could be me. Let's say if I had some content up there and somebody used my stuff and they contacted me saying, hey, this person's using your stuff, it would have went the same way. But if I didn't think, I wouldn't even think that way. I'm like, you know what, Boogotti? Yeah, man, well, maybe you do need to go do some deals with some people if you're going to be using their stuff. Don't get mad at the situation. Find a solution for it. But if I never would have been coming here, never would have been reading these comments, never would have had this show and got this far with the health and wellness section, real talk, because I actually really apply this stuff. You got to realize, just like DMX and Belly, when they sent them to do the hit, the problem with DMX and why he couldn't pull the trigger is because the information made it through to him. The information had already got through to him. It was too hard for him to do what negativity wanted him to do when the good information had already came to him. So when you're getting all of the right information, it's hard for you to perform differently. I can't be over here telling you guys about carcinogens, can't be telling you guys about forever plastics and certain things and going to the supermarket and buy everything that I'm telling you guys not to buy. Number one, it's hypocritical. Number two, I'm lying to myself. But being a real person, it really comes to me second nature. Like, oh, gotta read this label, gotta do this, I'm doing that. So please believe every single thing that I'm sharing with you guys is really part of my life and things that I'm, bringing out. Even like yesterday, my parents and things like that, why I'm vegan, my mom being a diabetic, losing her life from renal failure, kidney disease and things like that. All sorts of things just led me to this point right now, which is why I'm sharing with you guys. And I appreciate you guys for coming every single day and getting this content. And just so you know, this was Dr. Tracy right here. And if you want a strong mind, start with these 3 micro habits. You guys are gonna wanna subscribe to Dr. Tracy Marks. And also, You guys know what I'm about to say, right? If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Also, pop on over to Discord because every one of our videos from the health and wellness section can be found right on Discord. Every single one of them right there on our Discord, Our Bottom Line. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go double tap that screen and let's get those likes up. Let's get them up. And don't let me catch you eating nothing like that either. That's actually for tomorrow's story. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I got a beautiful story right here because you know we love the animals, the animals. We got a puppy, been abandoned in a snowstorm, demands dad's attention now. You know how we love the animals, you guys. So yes, let's get on over here and see what we're going to do, talk about these animals right here. We got a puppy, like I said. I have not subscribed to this yet. We'll do it together. I don't know who left this baby out there, but no way I would have left you out there on that snow with those beautiful eyes and that color. No. Let's see what's going on with this baby right here. Let's go.
He just had himself in a little tight ball next to this utility pole to stay warm.
Yeah, it's in St. Louis, guys, during the wintertime.
Don't be scared. Yeah, come with me, okay? Yeah, you come with me? Yeah, let's get you in the jumping over to him. Thank you for still waiting for us. You is happier now, huh? Yeah. See? I told you that you told you. Yeah. Aren't you glad you came with me?
He headed back to the vet. He was such a good boy right off the bat. He certainly became a clinic favorite. It didn't take that long for him to get adopted.
What are you doing in my spot? That's where I go sleepy. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. That's my spot.
So when he first arrived at our house and established that the couch was his and our bed was his, there have been times where we found him dug up under the covers. He's really made himself at home, and he's kind of the king of the castle right now. Anytime we're laying on the couch, he's got to be laying like right on top of us. When he needs something or wants something from us, he'll find a spot, he'll sit down next to us, and he'll just stare at us like directly like into our soul. If we wait too long, then he starts making these little grumpy noises at us. Pig little monkey noises. They're very strange and they're very funny.
Okay.
His relationship with his sister Penny has been pretty much inseparable. Where one goes, the other will go. If one gets something, then the other one has to get something.
This is why it's worth fostering and why it's worth taking care of dogs, you guys. You see this?
They just enjoy each other's company. Watching that video of his rescue and to where he is now, it's hard to believe it's the same dog. It's got a happy ending. He's with us and he's part of the family. We're eternally grateful for that.
Yeah, guys, special thanks to Bowie and Sean under his Instagram page. Are you ready? Bowie _ the pupper. If you guys want to go join his Instagram page, it's Bowie _ the pupper. And here we got to give some love, you guys. This month we got to show some love to Stray Rescue of St. Louis Stray Rescues. I got to just tell you guys, that's where the check is going out to this month. End of the month, we always work. We always look out for a foster home or for a no-kill shelter. And this month, yes, just because of that, for looking out for Bowie, they've got themselves a tip coming in at the end of the month. Going out to Stray Rescues of St. Louis, directly from us over here at Our Bottom Line. Yes, you guys, all of those little tips, whatever you guys put together, we definitely take a portion and we send out every single month. But you gotta be a foster and a no-kill shelter. We don't play that game with kill shelters. And if you really got some pit bulls in there, you're gonna find a special way to our hearts, because that's our favorite dog. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That's right. And if you want to show some love, go ahead over to Stray Rescues of St. Louis at Stray Rescues, guys. Show some love over there on their Instagram page. They actually do have a GoFundMe, and they are taking donations. We love our animals. We love our animations. I mean, we love our animals. You guys know how we do with that. Let's keep on moving over here. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. I'm sorry that you guys, we didn't make it to 300 today, but it's okay because we did well and we made it out of the little crutch that we were dealing with. Sometimes, and just to make it out is okay. Sometimes just to make it to the other side, we're going to be happy. And you know what we're celebrating today? We're celebrating being together. We're celebrating, being very diligent and working very hard and never giving up no matter what. And you guys, take it from me. Anytime you have a situation where you feel like your back is against the wall, all I can tell you to do is this: try your best, put your best foot forward, and never give up. And guess what you're going to get out of that? Either you're going to get the results that you're looking for, or at least you can tell yourself, you know what? I tried my best. I put everything into it. That's how we're going to do it over here. I don't believe in that. Oh, everything comes to those who wait and all of that. Nope, I don't believe in that. Oh, the Lord's going to. No, he ain't. Because if you don't plant the seed, don't expect him to help you to sow it or put any light on it. Don't expect anything like that. That's one thing that we don't play over here. We're more realist than anything like that. I'd rather plant the seed, clean the foundation, get some good dirt, plant the seed, put that little water, and then I pray for the sun. That's how we do over here. We're not over there like, oh, it's going to come to you, because the Lord doesn't reward things like that. You got to plant that seed. You got to keep on. You got to act. There you go, Vincente. You got to act and never surrender, never give up. The Lord's got your back. What else you guys got for me? 100% stay positive. And another question I want to ask you guys. If you like the health and wellness section today, you mind giving your boy a thumbs up? If you didn't, let me know too. I need to know by thumbs up so I know what I need to concentrate on to keep bringing us content. And I'm a big boy. I can take it. I just want to know. If you got something from the health and wellness section today, whether it's the boiled eggs, the nutrients and everything when it comes down to the neuropaths, let's get a thumbs up right quick, you guys. If you didn't, it's okay. Thumbs down. I'll just keep on working harder and busting my butt to keep on bringing you guys the best content that I can bring. Let me know what you guys think. It was amazing. Thank you. 80 away from 300. You're all the best. I love my family around here, you guys. Both parts. Okay, Colessive, thank you so much. I need to know that. I really appreciate that. And thank you for sticking around for so long, for being around and just keep on seeing the rest of it. I really appreciate it. Do mysterious segments too. I'll probably think about something like that. Okay, 20,000. Okay, cool, good. Everybody, gotta get it 100. Thank you, Boogotti NYC. Everybody that's got those thumbs up. I hope that you already double tapped that screen to get those likes up. I see that a lot of people here have gloves, so that means you're already gloved up. But we only can make it happen with each other, you guys. From me, look at what I was able to do. That's one thing I'm proud about for myself, for being able to bring all of these people here to be able to do this, to be able to bring all of these good people together. That's why it's my responsibility to turn it on every single day, to have good content, and to make sure I protect the channel the best way that I can. That's my responsibility over here. You guys' responsibility as co-hosts and family is to do this first thing I need you to do. Always stay on topic, stay on point. This way the conversation is always on point. Ignore trolls because they won't be around. We got too many good gardeners over here, and we got some real good people with pressing buttons, so don't worry about them. Last, what I want to say is always respect each other and never give up and keep on pushing, you guys. Never give up and keep on pushing. And anybody that's around you that's not that type of person, that doesn't want to, champion what you got going on, like our community over here, might want to go ahead and shake that. You don't need people around you like that. That's why we get rid of trolls. We don't want bad weeds in our garden. Sometimes you got to pull them and get them out of there. This way you can have nothing but the good blossom and the good harvest that we have here, which is our family and co-host at Our Bottom Line. And with that being said, you guys, y'all know what I'm about to say right now, right? If you're trying to promote, get your business out there, get in front of many more people, all you got to do is send your promo over to us. Where you want me to send it to, Boogotti? I want you to send your promos over to bridgethisllc@gmail.com, and we'll put it up in the post notification area. The only thing is, you got to be subscribed or you got to be a member. You got to be a member or you got to be subscribed. And it has to be in 1080 by 1080 size form. And because we never give up and we keep on pushing, that's right, you guys. You see Miss Swanza, she's back. Want to get lit? You got to drink Big Drip. Speaking of Big Drip, you guys see it right here. This is the Show Your Talent search. That is the talent search that we're going to be doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And guess what? We got a new distributor. So Monday, we're going to be doing a shorter episode because we got to get out there and have a little conversation with these guys over at Big Drip. They want to talk, so we're going to go see what they got to talk about. We got a meeting set up for Monday to talk about some locations for the Show Your Talent search. So Monday we'll have a 1-hour episode because we got work to do. But if you guys want to be a part of the talent show that we're setting up right now, that's right, it's coming to Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And also one person online, you'll be able to compete too. That means you may be receiving $250 or $1,350 in cash apps. Because you know what happens after we get everybody together? Boom! We have a big competition, and Big Drip is going to pay $1,000 to the winner. That's right, not me. It's going to be Big Drip. So you guys, if you guys want to be a part of this talent show, and Boogotti, no, I don't sing, I don't dance, I'm not you. It's not just about singing and dancing. What other talent do you have? Can you do a wheelie? Can you cook? Can you clean good? Show us what it is, and if it's something that's newsworthy or worthy, you might just win. You might come up and pull up on us with a recipe. You know what? Boom, you win. That's right, $250. If you guys want to be a part of the talent show, all you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Put your email address on the first page, and we're going to keep you updated on where we're going to be at. We've already been collecting email addresses, so as soon as we establish Monday the locations, we're going to be sending out emails and letting you guys where we're going to be. This summer's going to be hot for us over at Big Drip. Not only that, you guys, you know what time it is. We got to get those prayers in the air. I want to get those prayers in the air and thank God for another day. I want to thank for having another chance of being here. I want to thank you for giving me the patience and the understanding to know that we just got to learn and get better. And yes, sometimes you got to get used to change. You guys, want to pray for every single person here. I want to pray for understanding. I want to pray for health. I want to pray for your animals. And I also want to pray for love and respect. I want to see you guys right back here tomorrow, too. I want to pray for Colessa. We're praying for Rebecca, Lon Yen Bueno. Can't forget about View Star. Another one for Vincenta. Can't forget about Batty Lynn. Want to pray for Whiskey Eye. Also El Jadero, Colessive, Winter. Also, we can't forget about Batty Lynn, Gian. Also, can't forget about Kim Miller. Can't forget about Whiskey Eye. I saw you right there. Jeffrey Spilka. Who else is that? Miss Keisha. Lori Lou. Okay, we got Mary Tanner. Angelic Kamari. Angela Kamari. Okay. Guy and Elsa. Who else we got in the building? Winter Rising. Can't forget about Batty Lynn. Thank you for holding me down every single morning when it comes down to that audio. And I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays if you guys are on vacation out there. Who else we got in the building right now? Miss Swanza, thank you as well as always coming through and praying still for your family. VG5GP, Miss Keisha, you and your family as well as you get out there and deal with the situation with your cousin. God bless you and stay with us. Also want to pray and show love for Vincenta, Ad Range, Jeffrey Spilker. And thank you so much, Hector Gonzalez, for the $19.99 super chat. Really appreciate how much you put into this channel. So much info, good energy and vibes. God bless you and your family. It's our family, bro. Stop saying mine. You're going to really make me feel good, Hector, when you start saying our family, because this is our bottom line. Batty Lynn, thank you so much. Yolanda, Vincenta, Angelic, Ad Range. I always bother you on Instagram, Ad Range. You're the first person I hit on Instagram. I ain't even going to BS you because you got the AD. Miss Swanza, come on and join us over there here at on our Instagram. Guy and Elsa, come on, Rebecca. Everybody go and join our Instagram. I'm going to pray for everybody here as well. We're praying for Colessive, Mary Tanner, Hector Gonzalez, thank you so much. You already know our family. G-Man, can't forget King Fire, Tony Wright, Colessive, Boogotti NYC, King Graf 9797, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. We can't forget about Winter Rising, Angels Among Us. Can't forget about Miss Keisha, Miss Juicy. Can't forget about Jordan, Jeffrey Spilker, also Angels Among Us, and Collective. That's right, you guys. Who else we got? I did it all. That's everybody. Amen. Make sure that everybody's straight out there. We had to get it off like that. You guys already know we're celebrating. We're actually strike-free. We don't have any strikes at all. And now we did deals with all of our other people that we're using content from. And from that, we learned how to get better. So you guys, we're just constantly getting better. We look forward to doing many things out there with you guys. If you have not subscribed to the channel so far, what are you waiting for? Also, let me do something real quick before we get up out of here. I'm feeling a little happy right now. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this right here. Let's see what we got for you guys right there. Let's go ahead and knock out about 5 of them. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it, you guys. There you go. Hope you guys got that, and I hope you guys are happy with it. Let me see something real quick. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Let me try to buy you guys some soup, some memberships real quick while we in here. Let me see if this works. Trying to buy you guys some super chats. I mean, I guess I got to do that tomorrow. So yeah, I owe you guys some. Got to change the credit card, but don't worry about it. You guys, just so you know that we were 81% in agreement in our poll today when it came down to the gas. That's right, you guys, 81% when it came down to our poll today, when it came down to what we asked the question about the gas this morning. We're going to keep on doing that also with the thumbs up. And you know what that means, right? This episode is coming to an end. If last people want to subscribe, memberships, super chats, our bottom line, $ Boogotti Cash, this is the time to do it, you guys. Y'all already know what I'm about to say, right? I can't wait to see you tomorrow for Saturday's episode. Daniel, we will be right here, 6 o'clock in the morning, right here, our bottom line. Can't wait to see you guys then. Ha 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 ha. You killed my master. You guys know we like to get it turned up on Saturday morning. Not the bowl of cereal, but you guys know entertainment, trending topics right back here tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Again, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so. And you know what I'm going to say right now? Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me today, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning, get 'em!